parkour, canonically. I remember this place being open. Let's give it a shot. Hello.
Hello. Could I interest you in something to drink? We have beer, 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 more beer.
Oh, is it like different varieties?
No.
Do you have anything else?
Uh, there's some tea leaves, but I don't.
Isn't that the juice?
I suppose so, but the prices weren't labeled. Oh well.
I guess
Um,
that means it's free, right?
no, not exactly.
Oh.
Well, I suppose there is juice. Just
I
which.
mean, for me, it looks like 1 silver piece of juice.
Fine, 1 silver.
Yes.
What, any particular have your interest?
The sweet one.
The sweet one, okay. It looks sweet enough. There you go.
Thank you. Here you go. Oh, it's actually good.
That's good to hear.
Haven't seen this place around before. You guys new here?
It's a revamped establishment.
Oh. Hi.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey, what would you like to drink?
what do you have?
Beer. Some juice with that don't have price tags, but mostly beer.
I'll take your beer.
All right. There
Hi.
you go.
What do you want, Lucy?
Uh, I'll probably just take another beer as well. Hey,
All right, 2 beers. Very nice.
Anyways, I'm Sapphire. Hi. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm Kenny.
I'll just
I'm doing
put
good.
them to the side.
Nice.
How about yourself?
I'm great.
Hmm.
How much is a beer?
Um, that'll be 1 silver and 2 copper each.
All right. Can I make a tab? For it to
What
pay. I'll
what will the name
pay.
be under?
Before. Sapphire.
Alright, I'll keep it there.
Thank you. You
oh
haven't
man,
started yet, and you're already drunk.
could I get another beer, please?
Okay.
I'll pay for the first one since I dropped it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd certainly hope you would. Okay. There you go. Try not to make a mess this time.
There's the payment right there. Sorry about that. I'll do better.
Hello.
Hello.
I would like a beer too, please.
All right.
And then,
That I can do.
cool.
Oh.
Oh.
There you are.
All right. Here's the payment.
Of
Thank
course.
you. Cool. Oh. So, are you a new hire here, or?
Work Saturdays, but they were unavailable. So.
Ah, okay. Sorry to interrupt the conversation you two were having before, though.
Oh no, that's a valid question. This is my second time here, so it's been nice.
So, what's fun to do around Lorath? Just came by. You're around here.
Oh, you gotta visit the S district. That's what all the tourists do anyway.
There's
Okay.
also the beaches, too. They're pretty nice.
I guess those are nice too,
The beaches, you say?
but way more boring.
Hmm.
I
I
suppose
saw the
that's just
beach
a
when
matter
I
of
was coming
opinion.
here.
And also, there's beaches everywhere across the world. There's only one S district.
Yeah,
S district. Well,
Oh, there's
because there's
some.
only one
I heard the
Lorath's
one
S
around.
district.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess.
It's the best in the world, though.
Oh,
It is?
Mm-hmm. It's true. I would never lie.
Sure.
Hope so.
I'll visit it.
Aww, come
Just met
on.
you. You're gonna. I can't really trust you right off the bat, but
Oh
I'll take your
no.
word for it.
My dastardly plan to give you some tips about what to do on your vacation.
Vacation.
It's not really a vacation.
Okay.
Alright, well, travel,
how can
stay.
you not trust somebody who's wearing pink, though?
That's
What's up,
so
partner?
true. Haven't you heard? It's the most trustworthy
Hey,
color.
you guys. Hi.
Oh.
Good to see you.
It's been so long.
It has. Oh man, you've grown so much.
Yeah, I'm
At
almost
least somebody
as
grew.
tall as you, but not really. I won't ever catch up to
Yeah,
you.
I'm sort of vertically
I don't
challenged.
think so.
I will never. Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well.
Maybe it's all those big ass horns pushing you down. Compressing the
I
spine.
can't even reach the top of them. I can't even reach the top of them.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So who knew this is where
Do you know how hard it is to get things like clotheslines if I like get
You
stuck
talked
in that?
about
That's
it
such a
last time you
pain.
were here,
I
so
can
I might as
imagine.
well stop by.
Yeah.
with this fucking surprise for me, I guess.
Hey, what's better surprise than beer and family?
That's
I
true.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
By the way, my
around
name's
here?
Kita.
Kita.
I mean, in
Are you
this
like a
tower.
Ramsarian?
Uh, no,
Do
no,
I mean,
it's
mainly I work.
kind of.
And
I mean,
stop by a few taverns.
not
after
Ram
work,
though.
Well,
Go home and rinse and repeat, pretty much.
horned animal.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're just
Think
taking some time off and resting.
Yeah,
bovine.
pretty much. Yeah.
I guess.
That's nice.
Hmm.
You finally get the time off that you need. Don't really
Yeah.
take much breaks, so
No. I mean, when I first
unless
came
you
here,
change.
it was all work.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
So what's your name?
Oh, I'm
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I was
Kenny.
trying to make sure you could this one here.
Kenny. Good to meet you.
I'm just saying it was a lot of work. I wasn't really complaining. I understood our
I guess you
motives.
work over at the district then.
Good.
Being that you're advertising.
Yeah.
No, I
You
don't
should-
actually.
But I did.
Oh.
I mean, I guess people.
It's
still
not a
grow
common
up
place I would go to
what,
anyways.
25, 22?
Alright.
I don't remember.
I guess,
Good question.
you
I have
know,
no clue.
we can't help being boring.
S-
Yeah, you will see. I really
I
grew
have
up to be a
hobbies.
good tailor.
Good Taylor. Oh, you took up for
Like
mom?
stereotyping
Oh.
people?
I helped a lot.
Stereotyping?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
really
damn.
appreciative of that.
I'm so sorry.
Especially mom.
I mean, while you were gone, well, it was me that helped mom and dad, so.
My parents work
Well,
there,
no.
so, you know,
You here and the business doing
Okay.
well, I'll probably start sending
most of them
small
anyway.
chunks of money to them to help.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully
That
dad
would be
doesn't have
nice.
to work so much. Probably where
So
I
what
got
do
it
you
from,
do
to be
then?
honest.
I'm
I mean-
studying.
I'll probably
Oh,
find
okay.
some way to get money.
Like
Oh.
a student?
I won't
What are
just
you
stand on
doing?
your back all the time.
Sorry about that.
Ah,
I'll
you're
go pick that
fine.
up.
What the heck?
While
Do you
you're here,
possibly
just
have any
relax.
sippy
What just
cups for
happened?
me?
She just
I'm
threw
afraid,
her
you know,
second
Really?
glass
putting it up-
of
Oh,
beer.
I got it. So,
The three
I
fingers.
suppose I could pour it into a cup.
Did you come like pre-gamed?
You know, when you work over a forge for a few hours, your hands aren't as stable as they should be.
I feel like if you're working at a forge, your hands should be really stable, you know?
Well, yeah, when work's involved, I'm entirely focused. When alcohol's involved, can't say the same principles apply.
You'd think like you'd have practice keeping things stable though, right?
Yeah, that's true. I do. But depending on what I'm doing, do I really need to?
Well, you're making your mess for the nice lady behind the counter.
We'll have to mop up after.
Maybe you should mop up now so it doesn't stink. Pro tip.
No,
Well, I tried.
I don't feel like it.
Well, I tried.
Yeah.
I took it you two know each other?
It's my sister.
Ah. I can see the family
I
resemblance.
can see the resemblance. Yes.
I was saying that.
I see.
Yes, you're both very blonde.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Hello.
Evening.
Good evening.
Come closer. Don't have to stand all the way back there.
I was just observing what was going on.
Sapphire, where'd you find this hat?
I bought it on
Can
the
I have
way.
another one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah,
Don't
there's a
think
port
we
in
have-
Staria that sells
Alright.
lots of clothing and not for too much in terms of price.
let's see.
That's empty, so we can go with.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was cute. So
We have
I
a
bought
finite
it.
supply
I
of
had a
these,
small
so
budget,
don't drink them all.
Since,
No
well,
problem.
Or
mom
do.
and dad still paid me a bit for
Here
the
you go.
work that I helped them with, so
Thank you.
Wouldn't you want to get rid of all your supply?
it is also what
Uh,
served me as payment for the
I
travel.
suppose,
Since
though
I traveled
it's-
by boat.
Isn't it better if more people drink than just one person?
Yeah, I wouldn't take
I feel like the
chance
rest of
to
these people
go
are
through
drinking
cuisine,
beer quite happily.
alone.
Not
That's
that
true.
bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd rather not try anything. I
Oh,
was
my
your first day
employer
on the
wasn't
job?
drinking a whole lot of beer.
No.
I
I've
don't
worked
want
here a few days now.
Oh,
just to go there alone, you know.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
You
no,
probably
it's
know since you did.
This
the
is just my
military
first
and
weekend
everything,
shift,
so you
and
should have
I
some
heard apparently it
experience,
was
but
a bit
I'm
of a
not.
ruckus last weekend, so
Yeah.
I have no experience
Oh.
in combat
So
whatsoever.
it's boring during the week?
we'll see.
No,
I guess you could say that, but
Mm.
boring's
Noted.
fine.
Hectic, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean,
besides
for
the
a
long walk, I think that was
bar-
the only agonizing part of it.
Is it?
Well,
It wasn't that bad. I might.
I
not
mean,
have
I get paid hourly,
over
not
my
by
head,
the
but-
drink, so
Hmm.
the less hectic it is, the better.
Yeah.
Oh.
I suppose that's true, but
Blonde
you
hair
know,
seems to
like,
stick out.
long term, if the bar's not popping,
Well, you know,
Um,
can't always leave
it
your
may
head
not,
out in the sun
you
to,
know,
fry even
be able
more.
to afford
Next
to
thing you
keep
know, you might
paying
have
you.
white hair.
Suppose you have a
I have
point.
white
White
hair,
hair?
I'm blaming you.
Well, boring, it doesn't
What the
necessarily mean there's not a lot of people.
I'm
It just
blaming you now.
apparently we had a few
I'm
celebrities,
blaming you.
and so
Oh, what kind of
fuck?
celebrities?
What are you talking about? You'll never get white hair.
I don't
You're
know,
not
a bunch of
stressed, you have a
kids.
great
I
job,
think a noble
you have family around.
heard
What's
something
there to be
about
stressed
twins. I don't really listen
We
to
got kid celebrities now?
all that.
That's fair.
They've
I
got
think you'll be
everything
fine for a
celebrities
while.
these days.
I
I
think
suppose that's true.
Or I
white
could
hair
be like you and
might
put white
come.
hair, white highlights in or something.
Yeah, well, I feel as though it compliments me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
No problem.
What can I do you for?
That a coffee drink back there.
Yeah, alright.
Are you stressed, Lucy?
No, I'm not stressed.
That's
How
what you
could I be
better not
stressed?
be.
Hopefully.
See?
With Jade around, it'd be really a
Stare.
surprise to feel stressed.
Yeah, well, being around
I'll just pay
Jade
up
is
front.
actually pretty
I'm-
chill, so, like,
I'm not interested in a tab.
It's just like high
that's-
school.
That's why it would
Alright,
be
whatever.
surprising.
Works.
yeah. Yeah. Decided, I don't know. Gray highlights might give me a more mature look.
That's been an issue. You not look mature.
Man, I don't know. I just wanted to put gray highlights in. I
Is
didn't
this your
expect a
first
fucking
Just say
quiz.
that then. Then just say
Yeah.
that.
No,
I
was there
did.
opening that.
There you go. You just felt like putting them in.
Alright.
You funny faces? You newcomers?
Well, I should certainly hope so. It would be odd if it was the same people, wouldn't it?
Would be a bit.
That's true.
Not to see a maid without the person in charge. A day off?
Yes.
see.
Well, she doesn't require my assistance right now.
I'd enjoy the time. I don't get a lot of time off.
Hmm.
You wear your work clothes on your day off?
It's a dress.
It's a maid dress.
Maybe it's comfy.
It is comfy.
Maybe. I suppose so.
Hmm. I don't really have a whole lot of
To the
outfits.
bar to people watch or drink.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll have a couple.
Maybe you
but
should
I mean,
ask
like,
for a
I'm
raise
not
then.
staying forever, so.
Well, I do have
Fair.
jeans.
Back at home, especially since it's
Um,
here now.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't think about wearing them though.
Do you want me to help move some stuff around?
No,
Well,
I
that
ain't
time
gotta worry
Uh,
about that.
you
Wherever
you
you
should
go,
really
let me
talk
know.
about getting a raise. That
It's up to you,
you
though.
should have more than one
Like,
pair
I'll
of
stay
pants.
around, because I know you like to drink.
Well, I mean, I got,
Just don't
yeah. I just
send
started,
me
honestly.
saying, hey, can you come
It's
take me out?"
probably been a weekend, and I'm already working on a garden.
I'll watch.
Maybe she just
how
spent
much
her
I
money
drink.
on something else.
Promise.
Good.
Well,
Yeah,
right
I
now it's
suppose
beer.
so.
It's not like
You
I'm
can
a
drink more at
boss
home.
guy.
Is that
How
bad?
responsible of you.
Yeah. It's a lot safer.
Yeah.
If you only have one type of beer, is it at least nice beer?
Wait, so you got a shared
Um,
house or apartment?
I've been told to repeat that it is cheap
Well,
beer.
So no.
We live at the work.
Which
isn't it?
means
At
that
least
it
you're
saves money.
honest.
Isn't
Mhm.
it? Yeah.
Well, you know,
So
Oh, so it's
honesty
like
is the best
the
policy.
upstairs.
Hmm.
yeah.
Since when?
Since chivalry?
It was a bitch
Okay.
building it, but yeah, separate rooms. You have a
I mean,
kitchen, bathroom, stuff like that. And
that's for nights though.
I had made a room for you as well. It's almost done.
I think
Nice.
if we were all a
Bits
bit
there.
more chivalrous, the world would be a better place.
Mm,
Perhaps later we'll branch out and actually make a house.
I don't really know what
do you-
chivalry
you
is, so
don't
maybe.
like our little cozy fucking shop?
And no, it's cozy,
I
but
see.
if we ever happen
Well,
to
you
branch
did know it
out,
was for nights,
have more
so
employees, or
more than a
something
lot
like
of
that.
people, I suspect.
Imagine somebody actually having the same craft me.
Well,
and
you
do.
knew it was related to nights, so
And actually
more
being good
than
at it.
most your age, I'd suspect.
Through walking around
Didn't get that
Lorath, I did
contract.
find
I mean,
Well, would you like
and,
to try
guy,
this
his
cheap
name was Liam.
beer?
He does carpentry work.
nope, I'm good.
Alright.
That'd be somebody to bring on to the team at some point.
Maybe, but I'll make sure we have ourselves settled first.
Well, now we have much more settling to do since you're here. Thankfully.
Did you fall
I
asleep?
hope you had the time
No,
to
I'm
settle,
still awake.
yes.
Alright.
I'm just resting my head.
Established and
Okay.
actually getting the ball
Alright,
rolling.
I
was
suppose you'd need to rest that
task.
more often than most.
Probably
Mm, yeah.
next week, possibly. Get you to meet your teacher.
Okay. I'll try.
I hope so.
Yeah. It'll be fun, I'm sure.
Hopefully. They had a great personality when he met him.
What's their name?
What was their name again? I totally horrible names, you know that.
Are you just gonna stand in the corner, or are you gonna join the
I just know their
conversation?
adventure name, to be honest. I don't know their actual name, so.
I'm not that as a
You'll have to
talkative type
probably ask.
myself. But
Hmm.
if you have any questions, I'm willing to answer.
You're at a bar,
So
not
what's
an
their
interrogation, you
adventure
know?
rank?
Yes, I'm not going to ask you
I
anything.
believe they said they were A.
It's just how I
Competitive
conduct
nature
myself.
gets you something. Yeah. That's why it was so expensive.
What,
Oh, I'm
what
used to it.
questions did you
That's
expect to be
impressive.
asked?
If you were to buy something here,
It
what
was-
would it be?
I spent-
to get you the best teacher I could find, so.
Well, that's sure a base teacher.
Most of the time,
Settle for the worst.
my
Let's
work
set
in
it
the
back.
theatre did mean I had to be formal most of the
Are they
time.
like,
Shifts were pretty long.
Come to think.
Fun shifts, but long ones.
I work at a
I
theater.
got used to just. I used to.
Are you an
I don't anymore.
actor?
Aww. What were you doing
No,
there?
I worked.
Oh, yes,
Usher,
yes, sorry.
stagehand, that kind of
Are
thing.
they what
Oh.
tournament like me?
Yeah, slam him.
What is that?
Nice. Okay, so I will
Helping
be able
things
to
run in the
steal some
show,
of their spells.
going around and getting the actors on stage, getting them off when they're needed, helping people to their seats. Sometimes it depends on the day. Sometimes someone wouldn't show up and I'd take their place. It's
Why do
I've always
actors
loved
need
the
their
arts.
help getting
Something I
to
prioritize.
stage?
And I got more
It's just
than
to
enough
make sure
theory.
that things flow.
True.
Because sometimes you
I
can
think it'll help you
something
out.
might drop behind stage and it causes a bit of a pile up, and just up to me to make sure everything's able to get there and back.
Take your time.
People know when they're coming on and off, and they just have to remember their lines and it
Kind of
helps
like a
us stay smoothly.
manager?
In a certain way, yes, but I did have a manager. I wasn't the manager.
Well,
But I
most
helped out,
managers
make
have
sure things-
managers. There's like a chain of
But
command,
something
you
you stop
know?
If you would like to
Mm.
drink, get some
Yeah.
things and make me stop you.
Sure.
It was good work. I enjoyed it,
I
but
took a
I
beer
moved over
earlier,
to
but
Kilvia.
I
Mhm.
quit.
So
I just leave it back when you
I
arrived.
stopped doing that.
Too
and
much joy.
maybe I'll go back into it once
Do
I
you
settle
have
down.
do
I
you
think
have
there's a theatre
juice
here.
or something light?
Juice? Yeah, we have a bit.
They used to, but I drank it all.
They used tea last time I was here.
What is this? Some
tea?
bell pepper, maybe?
Or it
Got
was,
tea?
Bell
no, there
pepper
was a
juice?
question before that. I think it was
leaves.
like a healing.
Alright. Thanks.
I don't think it was actually tea.
Well, put it on my tab.
I will.
Can I have more juice?
Yes.
Do you want some?
Not
No,
bell
I'm good, thank you,
pepper.
though.
Or like a vegetable juice, please.
Bell pepper juice. That's a new one.
That sounds disgusting, frankly.
It does.
They're making
Spicy
juice out
juice?
of anything now. Well, bell peppers aren't
Like a
necessarily
Bloody Mary
spicy.
almost.
But they're like
No, you're right.
bitter-ish.
Bell peppers are good though, when
They
mixed
can
with
be
something
sweet
else.
depending on when they're harvested.
They're
Mhm.
sweet for vegetable standards, which is not sweet at all.
You get to see all those
Okay?
new recipes I got.
Oh, nice.
Suppose so.
You already
I
cooked
don't
well.
believe in
I-
sweet
I would like
vegetables.
to
Except
taste
like potato.
new
Even like sweet potatoes are
they,
like they're not like sweet. Like they're
Some of them are. Some of them are.
tasty, which
a
is
little
more
bit
than can be said for
fundamental,
most vegetables.
But,
But
I
once
just
someone
like a little
offered
bit
me like
since I
sweet
have actual
tomato,
reasons.
and I ate it, and I was like, are you on something? Alternatively, was a person who named this thing on something. That is not sweet at all.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose it's all a perspective thing now.
I mean, to a certain extent, but I feel like there's a little bit of objectivity to it, you know? Like, you can't take a cup of seawater and then say it's sweet.
Hmm.
I'm not
It
sure I followed
depends
that
on what you
before.
start. If it is vegetable juice, you can just add some sugar and make it sweet. Seawater is not made to be sweet. Even water at all, it's not made to be sweet. That's just disgusting.
Okay, I agree. But also vegetables aren't sweet. And many of them are
If you
called
add sugar, they can.
Wow. But like, It's called sweet
I'll be
tomato,
back. I'm
right?
gonna take your advice. And
Tomato,
I'm
right?
gonna take your advice and
So you
change.
expect it
Mhm.
to be
I do have
sweet on its
opinions
own, you
on
know?
my, back
If you
Oh,
add
you mean
sugar to
that? Okay.
So, I'll be
anything,
right
Yeah.
back.
it's
Yeah,
sweet.
it can be sweet.
That
Yeah,
doesn't mean that thing is sweet.
I guess sweet tomato isn't sweet. You're right.
I suppose, yeah.
Reminds me of a guy I knew
But
who
made the right
only
way
ate
it
sweet
is.
things. Wouldn't have
Yeah,
a
if
meal
you
that
add
was sweet.
sugar.
Oh, that's not a very
Well,
balanced diet.
Brown sugar, but yeah.
Not at all. Guy died
Why? Because
uh,
white sugar
before I
isn't
left
sweet?
because I think he was
No,
like
it's just a special
eventually
form of
stopped
sugar
being
that's
able
a
to
bit
taste
sweeter.
salty,
Gives a bit different
and he
taste.
just poured
You can add regular sugar to
and
it,
add
but
so much
brown
salt,
sugar
didn't
is
realise how
normal
much
for sweet
sugar he was
potatoes.
adding, and mixed it into his soup, ate the soup, and then doctor said died because of that.
Died because
So-
the soup was too salty. Is that what you're
Yeah.
telling me?
Yeah, dude never tasted. Dude couldn't taste it. I tried to taste it. I tasted it myself, a little bit. I didn't have a lot. It was
So you've been in this tavern before?
horrific.
Tried the soup that killed.
Yeah,
Was that
one
what
time
it's
before
called?
when
Just
they
a little
first
bit, like a
opened.
tiny little speck, because it
One
was
time
just the
before
salt.
they
That's all you
first
added in.
opened?
After he died. Like
Okay.
his head was in
When
the
they
soup
first
and
opened,
it
I was here.
a
Ah.
spoonful.
No. From the pot.
Yes.
I
Did it
was
pop
served
off?
the same soup, but he put a lot of salt in his.
I'd
And I
say
tried
so.
a
We
bit,
had some
and it
interesting
was
people.
Oh.
They had the, you ever heard of him? He had the Valentines in here, and another noble lady, I believe, of the Belmont
that a
family, if I
clothing
remember
brand?
correctly.
kind of sad, really.
Yes, they do fashion stuff.
Ah. Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
not fashion.
So
Yeah.
you know really rich people?
I don't personally. Well, actually, yes,
Wow!
partially.
How were they?
No. Okay. They were an interesting bunch for sure.
Come on. Give me some
They-
tea.
Some tea. I'm horrible with that, but they were very honest. They did not hold like any of their opinions back.
Oh. That doesn't sound like rich
Oh, I
people.
know who you're talking about.
That's true.
That doesn't sound like rich people.
Two twins came in.
I
believe the name
I
was
feel like
Valentine's.
they were very
Something like
passionate about fashion.
that. Very posh.
Okay.
The two
I mean, I
before
guess
the
it is their
twins was a bit
jobs.
redundant, but
Yeah.
Yeah. They were a group. Very critical. Extremely critical.
So, I'm right.
Better or for
You're
worse.
a
Luckily, they never told me what they thought of my outfit, which I'm glad.
Cubist,
considering I
right?
have-
Yeah.
it's the only
Mm,
dress.
okay.
It's the
Got
only
it in
thing
one.
you own.
Only clothing thing I have, yeah.
Mm,
What's the most
Cubist.
common question
Yeah,
you're
good.
asking right now?
Well,
Oh,
you're
okay.
the one that brought it up, so
Yeah.
I've only seen, I think, one other
Did I
Well,
miss
incubus in my
I
time.
like it.
Not
Thanks.
much.
I like it.
We're talking about apparently some
Yeah, they're not
rich
that
people
common.
came and
see
talked to
your belly
Jade.
button.
All in all.
No, I've
last
seen
week, I
more
think.
succubus than incubus, so.
Got a name?
Mm,
The Valentines and some noble rich
Oh.
girl. I don't know.
I feel like it's
Valentine's I
one-on-one
kind of
from
know
what I've
about,
seen.
actually.
1-to-1.
Really?
Royal, actually, to be honest. They even have their own fashion line.
Well, are you into guys?
I guess.
No.
Well, then there you go.
I think we already talked
They could
about
probably
them.
smell
I
it.
suppose that does
Something
make a
to you.
difference.
And they were
Maybe.
like, well, you know.
I think we used to talk about them.
Fair.
The Valentines?
Yeah. It was a while ago. I think it was their parents then? Maybe them, since
Yeah.
we're
So you
they're
got no
elves,
drama
right?
on them.
I've known the Valentine's.
Not that I
name
think.
for
I don't
a
think I have
while,
any
to be
drama on them.
honest. Came up in a lot of books.
Oh well.
They've been around for a while.
Why are you interested in drama? That's something that drives you.
Who isn't interested
At
in
least
drama?
I
Come
know
on.
that
Everybody
in
wants
high
tea.
school, lots of people talked about them because they said the trends and everything.
Somewhat, I suppose.
That's true. I never really. I knew of the name. I just never really grabbed the fashion. I stuck to what I liked.
I mean, they're super expensive, right? You can't get it from stores. It's all
That's
like
true.
custom made.
Mm.
Yeah, but lots of people try to reproduce it, and
Never
it,
comes
it's
out great.
it's cheaper, but
And then
lots
they
of people say
mysteriously
that
disappear
it's-
in the middle of the night.
I see what you're hinting towards now.
Well, you know, it's brand infringement. They gotta watch out.
Well, they know what they signed up for once they tried to do said.
I feel like if you're good at making clothes, why not just make your own thing? You know?
Yeah, but people, I guess.
Are
want-
Valentine's things even like that good, or are they just overpriced? Discuss.
Very well, thank you.
not sure. They sure make original stuff.
Excuse me, man.
Hmm.
Beer, please.
We have beer or juice. Or just two things.
Let me see. I'll take a beer, please.
Alright, that I can do. So, are you excited for your studies?
Yeah, but I am good.
Do you knew?
She was basically
He
correct.
liked him. I liked him.
I normally work
Oh,
with
okay. Oh, okay. I see.
It's good to
And
see you
your
again
name is?
after all these years. It's crazy.
Ophelia. What's yours?
Ophelia.
It's really been a
Jay,
while.
a
Yeah,
pleasure.
it's been different.
Pleasure. Was that a family reunion earlier?
Yeah, that's my sister over there.
Oh, how sweet.
But we haven't seen each other in 4 years, around there.
4 years.
quite
Can't
some
exactly
time.
remember. I've been how many?
4.
Okay, so 4. So the second one.
I see. Well, don't let me take too
I
much
know
up
because
of
I
your
waited
time.
this
I'm sure
long.
there's a lot of catch up to do.
Aw.
Oh. Surely there is, but we have plenty of time now. Just now that she's here.
Hey, Ophelia, was it?
I wondered why you left
Yep.
early.
Can I get a
What do you
beer?
mean?
A beer?
The shop
Okay.
early. I was wondering why.
I can have.
I wanted to
apples
surprise
for-
you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there you are.
What?
You
Well,
probably
good
would have
surprise it
done the
was.
same if it's you that got the note.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, that was that for sure.
See, so it's validated.
Yeah.
Plus, I get to see Sapphire early before you, so I get to
Oh,
always
yeah, is
brag
that what
about
it is?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I should have asked, since you're a maid, whom do
Bro,
you serve?
What? What did I do? Come on,
Oh,
man. Just don't keep giving me that look. Nothing?
Nothing. Yeah, listen,
It's
all I'm
obviously
saying is
something.
you
The,
when you got the
Belmonts?
note. But she wanted to
Yes, I've heard
surprise
of the
me.
Belmonts.
She knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was here the other day with I was with her
But I
then.
did.
Checking out the area, you know. But since
The matron of the house, or who?
no,
specific-
no.
So about news of mom
I
and
think
dad.
she's the daughter.
Yeah.
You think? You're not certain?
No, she's the daughter. She's the daughter.
That is feels better.
I'm actually due to meet
Actually, I
the
don't know
parents
what
to get
something wrong?
Yeah,
officially
something
hired.
was very wrong.
So I'm
yeah.
not actually official yet.
Oh,
Like he was really weak.
I see.
Um,
How did that come about?
they're,
Really? That doesn't sound like that
Yeah,
at all.
it lasted.
How did
Pretty
you
does.
end up working for her before being hired?
uh,
It's. I think it took like
we ended up just running into each other.
2.5
And
years before it
she
started
actually needed.
getting better.
She was looking for someone, and found out that
Yeah.
I did have prior maid
We
experience.
didn't
So
know
I
what
went
we
and
had,
I
and
started
we didn't really
working with her.
have
Right now, I think
any
it's kind of
breakthrough
unofficial,
with,
but she's
different
still.
doctors that we got.
I am actually. She asked me about
But apparently,
changing
just
things in the
helping
garden
with,
since I
with
did
his
have
work
some
and
gardener
everything
experience as well
helped.
too.
I see.
Maybe he
You're
just
quite
needed
well
to rest
rounded, aren't you?
because he was overworked.
That's good.
Like somebody else
Maybe-
I know.
I guess. I mean,
Hey.
it's a steady job if the
Don't you
place
dare
is
go sick.
is fine.
Don't you dare.
Listen, I don't think I will anytime soon.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about the
Better not.
Belmonts, so I'm sure you're in good hands.
Oh, that's good to know.
I think it's a lot harder for me to get sick, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't. I've talked with her
did you
a
a
ever
few
see
times,
Dad get
but
sick?
it
No,
hasn't
he's always
been.
been the physically strong type, and
I
always.
don't think I've had an official.
well
I mean, we
and
did kind
not
of have
getting
an
sick,
official
but
sit down,
honestly,
but
I've
it's
never seen him
still,
sick,
Yeah.
you know, my job
Well, I
is
saw him
unofficial,
sick,
so
and that
I
was
am
really
actually
worrying.
not getting paid yet.
Really?
Yeah.
But the last time we were here, she did open up a tap and
His old
was.
age is finally catching up to him, which is
I was just with her
sucks to
then.
say,
But
Dad's not young
I am
anymore.
starting. It's.
Either
I
are
think
we.
it's the
But-
parents' call
But he
for
feels
me
better
being
now.
on
At
their
least he
payroll.
seems
In regards to
I
him,
see.
better.
we're still
That's
we're still
Mhm.
below
that's a
like
pretty
the
good
Middle
deal.
Ages, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not like
Yeah,
We still got a
uh,
good ways to go.
They actually aren't
Thankfully.
local. They're it's their holiday house that's here.
No, of course.
So,
yes, they're
yeah.
from the capital, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long trip.
I see. So you're going to the capital to meet them.
But
Does that mean you're not
soon,
in town
yes.
long?
Mom
No.
as well.
This is
She helped
actually my
also
last night here,
Dad and
actually.
when
I see.
she had time.
Mm-hmm.
Safe travels.
We mostly
Thank
just
you.
took charge of most of
Yeah,
the
it should be
of the chores and everything that
No,
we
you go.
could.
You go.
And I personally helped him.
Oh, I was gonna
in
just say,
work, with basic stuff. in
should be a
carpentry.
fairly smooth knock on wood travel.
good.
I will not take up your work.
I'm not gonna be walking up the whole
You
way at
can know
least. That's
that.
good.
I can help sometimes
Oh, that's
there
not
with
my
basic
worry.
stuff,
long
but I
distance,
cannot.
but
I really cannot
I've
Yeah.
walked that
advance
a few
things.
times, and
That
yeah,
tried
that
and
would,
he
No,
did
it's
not
fine.
that's not
succeed.
the way to go.
No,
Maybe you can try and help me around the forge.
if you're not
If you
pressed
can
on
I
save
time,
could-
I
I
mean
could-
it
I
is
could try. I
a
could
walk,
try.
but
I never
it
tried
does take a
before.
bit.
I tried tailoring and carpentry,
Yeah,
but not
it does.
blacksmithing.
It's fun, at least. I don't make the big pieces, I make the smaller pieces, but
Yeah.
But what is your name
me.
again? My name's Kita, by the way.
oh yeah.
Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Okay,
Good
buddy.
to meet you.
You
You
lined
as
yourself
well.
up for that one.
Thank you.
I'll remember that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
God.
I was told the weekend would be hectic, but it's pretty nice today.
Nothing.
It is pretty nice. There's a few new faces, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I think it's a whole lot more calmer
We've known
since
each other
the
too long to
Valentines aren't
be
here.
embarrassed by anything. So
Causing a bit of a stir.
Fair enough.
there.
Well,
Been through a
it's
lot,
I wouldn't
to be
say a
honest.
stir, but it's their
mhm.
how would you think it was? Their presence, their
Argumentative.
argumentative, yes,
I see.
judgmental.
Oh, yes.
Considering everything I've heard about their family, I'm not too surprised.
What was her
Mhm.
name? The girl
What are you
behind the
thinking so
bar
hard about?
last week.
Well,
Uh,
now that Sapphire's here
Are
and
you talking
everything,
about
we can
Saf?
actually go out and eat
Saf.
at some of the places that I've been
Yeah,
kind of wanting to
she
try
got
and
it.
everything.
Times a very bad
Yeah, that's
clothing
true.
critique.
Yeah.
A reason to celebrate,
Hmm.
families all back together.
It's true.
I was safe. I avoided it.
Yeah,
Yep.
trying to think of a really good place to go.
Well,
Other
if I
than
was
saying
you,
hello to them,
once
I
we get
don't think
home,
they really
that's what
said
I need
much
to
to
do.
me.
I'll cook for us.
Or
Their
that.
gaze was up here, and I was down here.
I know
I
the
don't know why
feeling.
your cooking's always
I
better
don't
than
believe
mine.
it's very proper
Can't
for
figure that out.
nobles
Literally a
to
blacksmith, and I
interact
can't
with another noble's
cook as good as
staff,
you
so
do.
that could have been the issue.
I
That
think
that's
metal
true too.
in heat is different than food in heat. Just saying.
I think I was more so looking after
Maybe. I
after
just
Miss
don't
Belmont.
understand how you're better than me at cooking.
The we tried the beer. It didn't really mix
Okay,
with her.
I'll teach both of you. That way, if I'm never have to
It's
go out
not
on a
for
trip or
everyone.
something, I can
No,
feed
not
yourself.
at all.
Thanks. I'd rather not starve. You're so kind.
Of course. No, I know you can take care of yourself, but still.
Mm. True.
So Sapphire, how did your studies end up going? I know you went to the library a lot.
I was going to the library a lot, and I spent a lot of time there, especially after my graduation. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I went there less after that you left, since, well, I still needed to help mom and dad a lot.
Weak bladder, eh?
Maybe the beer's not sitting right with her.
What's
Well,
that?
thank you for helping them out. I'm
I'm
sure they
saying she may
appreciated
have
that.
a
We sure did.
weak bladder.
That's
She's
for sure.
going to the toilet so
Especially
much.
then.
No, the
Mom as
library
well,
is not
since I'm quite.
Sorry.
That is true.
No worries. How's the library in Laura?
Huge. It's crazy how many
Good.
books they have here.
Mm-hmm.
The
Bigger
stories
than
and the
home?
history they have around here is crazy. It feels like it goes
Yeah.
on for miles.
Everything.
Oh,
Especially
wow.
all the adventure written books too.
Yeah, that too. It's crazy. You'll have
Wow.
a field day out there. We can go together whenever I get off work, if you want.
Sure. I would love that.
I mean, you can always
Perfect.
take a couple days off. It's fine.
I'd rather not fall behind on that contract, man. To be honest. I know I'm
I got
fast,
it.
but
You're good.
Just don't get burned while I'm gone.
You won't even notice if I do.
Okay.
I will.
What are the Belmonts like?
I know my forge inside and out.
Always eager to hear about nobles.
Yeah, but you don't know me.
Yeah, you don't know me, Mr. Mysterious.
Not really a whole lot, actually.
No, I'll just heal myself.
I can't really. I don't think I'm really able to say
Fair.
anything bad
I
about
just
her.
try to put that on my real life table.
But
Be able to heal
they do
yourself,
run
but
Ah.
a
still
tight
be on the
ship,
tool.
if you know my meaning.
Yeah, of course.
I guess.
I'm not one of the
I was about
well,
to say something.
of course, since I'm not
funny,
actually getting
but
paid, I'm not one of the common
maybe
maids,
that's
so
not
it's not like I'm
the right thing to do
going
right
around the
now.
house cleaning. Mostly it's
yeah.
picking stuff out, up
So
after
she
her
said
lady
that
and
she knows her forge inside and out. You said, yeah, but you don't know
probably helping change.
me.
That sort. But other than that, it's mostly a
And
hands
I
off
was tempted to say
until I'm
she
actually
Oh, well-
past
probably knows
anything.
you enough to know you inside and out.
Suppose that makes
Hey, what?
sense.
You're going.
Hey, yeah.
I heard you're going to the library or want to visit the library.
Yep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
university is one.
Yeah,
I
actually,
do know that
Oh.
she's
they have the
pretty,
biggest collection over there.
she
Yeah,
does
they
always
do.
show interest in things.
They sure do.
I guess sometimes
But too big if
Yeah,
you ask
thankfully
me.
it's
noble
open.
life does get pretty hard, and I can see
That's what
that.
makes it more enjoyable. Endless
Well,
aisles of books.
Mm-hmm.
unless you have to read all of those.
I enjoy reading, actually. Studies is the best source of knowledge.
I enjoy reading too, but there's a limit, especially when it's homework.
Yeah, mine's not more homework, more of studies for myself to better myself.
Aren't all studies to
yes,
better
the class-
yourself?
Yes, it's very true, but, knowledge is power, especially in this, timeline, I guess.
I chose to study too. I'm just saying, sometimes the pace at which they go is a bit unreasonable, personally. It's like they don't want you to have any life outside of
thank you.
studying,
This one's
Oh,
done.
of course.
You will once you get out of there.
I want to
Trust
have
me.
life while studying, Work-life balance, all that stuff.
That's up to you to figure out.
Miss Ophelia. Can I
Well,
get some more, please?
Are you at the academy?
Of course.
Yes, I'm studying arcane magic there.
Wow.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Plans with doing something amazing with it?
Yes, I'm gonna find a way to take over the world.
That's scary.
Let me put my glasses first.
Okay?
Take over the world.
It is a little thing called Vicky.
I don't know. I might have you at a disadvantage. I might raise an automaton army against you. An epic battle of two great foes.
Or maybe we should team up.
Well, before we do this, what is your name? That way we can remember that first.
Did I
Sorry.
already introduce myself?
Yeah.
Kenny.
And
Oh, wait, you
not-
weren't there yet.
Not
Kenny?
It's Kenny,
Yeah.
yes. Hello.
Kenny, I see. Greetings.
So you do automaton engineering then?
Yeah. I went to the Oskin homeland, actually. I spent a few years over there.
Cool.
Yeah, fancy
Yeah.
over
he's
here.
pretty good at it.
It wasn't easy to get them to trust me, you know that, right?
Well, you
It
still
took
did it.
a while. I still did it, but God, racism is actually a thing.
Wow, tell me about it.
I told you that.
I suppose you
well,
must
I'm
have some capability of being charming.
just myself. I'm like, there's.
You know what? I
I'll just
felt
walk
the
that
pain. Even here, I felt it too. Don't worry.
Oh man.
I support you in
You know.
this.
Don't take it to heart. As my future nemesis, I feel like it's my responsibility to keep your
So we're not teaming up.
down. I don't know. It really depends. Like, if we're teaming up, or whether you're my nemesis, I want your self-confidence low either way. Because then if we're teaming up, then I'm
Wow.
the top dog, right? And your self-confidence is low. I'm being strategic. And all that.
Yeah.
Not much worth telling you it, but, you know, it's all good fun.
As any good villain always has to
Yeah, I
explain their
have
plan.
to. I have to. I'm getting ready. I'm training. I'm training. I'm training my evil monologues.
So does that mean that the rest of us are going to get enslaved?
Whoa.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, well, of course, you might just get wiped out by the automaton army.
Oh. That's kind of inconvenient, though.
Maybe they'll convert you into some sort of weird half automaton, half Zerian monstrosity.
That's... Thank God they haven't gotten
As
that
long as
creepy
you're in
yet.
this bar, you're safe. So.
Yet.
Let's hope not.
I would hope so.
Are you sure? How long
There's
since
a
he
few
left there?
tricks up my sleeve.
Maybe they've progressed since then.
It's been a
We'll see.
few years
Mm.
that I was there.
Just long
What was
enough for them to start developing.
I was there for 8 years, and then like for 4 years I came back, and now I'm here.
Hmm. So how old are you?
How about we start with you first? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm on university and all that, right?
Yeah. 29.
Alright, Grandma.
Thanks. My highlights really push that.
Yeah. So true.
Gonna get some more.
You chose to look mature.
Yeah.
I did.
We should add some, like, wrinkles and stuff to finish the look.
Oh, you're
Oh, no.
so fucking kind.
I'm just giving you suggestions.
I'll take them into consideration.
Hmm.
You're as beautiful as usual.
Thanks.
That's supposed to be a compliment.
It is, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
No worries.
You're okay, Lucy.
Need more juice?
Yeah, sure, I'll
yeah.
take some.
Alrighty. We have... Yeah, time works. There you go.
Time?
Yeah. Time.
Do you have any
You
other
don't have
ones?
wrinkles. Stop checking.
Pretty low. There's...
You don't.
I see
You're
a bottle of
too young
milk
for that.
back here, which isn't really juice. It's probably curdled
Thanks,
by
guys.
now.
need a
No
hug.
problem.
This one is just bubbles.
So do you need a hug?
Hmm.
That,
Mysterious.
Not right now.
maybe it's
Thanks, though.
carbonated.
I could hug you if you want.
I'll give it a shot.
All right. And let's hope that they didn't
Well, I haven't
stock
seen
poison
you in a
back
while,
there.
So I wouldn't mind it.
Alright.
Mm,
Well, you
I'm
like
only
to hug from
joking,
her,
this
but
is
not
a
me.
bar.
Let's see.
I see you every day.
That is true. That's true.
If I get poisoned, I don't want a
Come on.
refund.
Sure.
That's it.
You know, it's now that I see the height difference between you two. That's crazy.
Mm.
No, I want life for
What?
life,
She grew
revenge,
up.
like
etc.,
this.
etc.
Of course she
all
did.
That, all that
She's
stuff.
older than me. Now I have to look up to her.
Well, let's hope it's a fast-acting
I'm her.
poison then.
Yeah,
I'm his sister, of course I'm tall. Hey, could you...
it's not very good.
I'm not even...
Whatever it is.
Like, you have, what, one head above me?
I
More than
don't
that.
even know. I'm
You're
just
too
tall, I
tall.
guess.
You're too tall.
I heard you scheming back there.
Man, it's so true.
And I'm quite tall.
What possible
girl.
reason could I have to get into arcane magic if not to have some sort of world-changing ambitions?
We all have our own reason we do things.
So true.
I'm what? 6 foot or 1 foot? No, 6 foot.
Have you been a
or
bartender for
1
long?
meter 80
No, no.
centimeters.
This
Please don't
This
know.
is a new
I figured.
job
That's pretty
because
tall.
I don't know how tall I am.
Pretty tall.
I thought I'd
Doorway
just
tall.
live off my
you're really tall.
reservoir. But,
Listen, the doorway,
rent
I
got
don't hit my head on it,
expensive,
okay?
Beer
I can
got
walk through that door
expensive, so I had
perfectly
to
fine.
Don't
give
ever
up
wear
my
a
What do you mean
top hat.
almost? Even if I wore a top hat, I think I could fit through that door.
So you became a bartender
Not
to
every
fuel
door.
your beer addiction.
Yeah,
I did not say addiction.
You say it
I
got
am not an
expensive.
alcoholic.
To get through the doorway.
It did. Prices went up.
Thankfully.
Can
I
you
don't
just stop
have
drinking it
the
then?
workshop. So, we don't have to
Well-
worry about that, now do we?
No.
Yeah, we
It
don't.
sounds like an addiction to me. Back me up
And I
here.
was kind enough to put the handle
Hmm?
low enough.
It's
Are you just
it
like
is perfectly fine to
dissociating?
drink a few beers every now and then.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh?
if it's
I'm
if
just
it's
not
making
showing
your
you my opinion.
retirement untenable,
Well, to be fair, it had been about 15 years or so, and alimony took a lot out of my fund, so it kind of trickled down.
But that's neither here nor there.
yeah, that sounds very boring.
You'd be forced to say no to free beer.
It's nice.
I don't think it's free. I think it
High
comes
school
from
over
your
again.
paycheck.
Except,
Almost.
you know.
Not
you
if
don't
they
have
don't
to go to
realize it's
class.
missing.
I suppose if they're not doing inventory.
Mhm. Yeah, but
I
work's
mean,
enjoyable
these are
when you
barrels.
have
They're
to
not
listen to
weighing
the
them at
teacher
the end of
babble
each
on
shift.
about something. Especially if you're already new to the subject. You're just sitting there just to suffer.
Okay.
I'm just glad teachers stop trying to get me.
What do I know? I only grew up in a
Yeah,
alcohol serving establishment.
That sounds
You
rough.
don't even know. My
Why?
grades were just too high. They really wanted me to join.
Alcohol's not good.
Well,
to
they
grow
weren't
up
giving
around?
any to me. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but like,
There's
were
no
you
way I
raised
would
by
follow
people
that.
who were
I trust
regularly
you.
drinking?
They were giving people alcohol to drink.
I just mean that's not
I
like
don't
growing
even
up in
know
like a
why you
bar. That's
joined
not
the military.
the
I'm
best
not
way to
made for it.
Well,
grow up.
it wasn't a bar,
It was my magic issue.
and like
You're being intentionally obtuse with this, aren't you?
no, I'm not. I don't know what you
The only
mean.
way to get that taken
Like,
care of.
why?
Probably.
Everybody's parents have like jobs, you know.
But
No small animals will feel my wrath anymore.
a farmer doesn't raise their kid as in a pasture, do they?
Unless you want to eat.
They raise them on a farm though,
Yes.
because that's where they live.
That's where you left.
No.
You left what far?
So if you live in the like establishment,
You went to
It's
another
Then you raise your
continent,
kid
so
there too.
That's overkill.
I went to another continent.
And what
because they
establishment
intrigued
is this
me.
exactly?
They piqued my curiosity.
A brothel.
Plus,
That's right.
I got to
I see.
learn the Ashken blacksmithing
I'm sure you do.
technique, which you don't see often.
That is true.
Plus, I was always
Especially
curious about
around
the
here, I don't
That
think...
is doubly
Are there
not
many
a
Ashkins
good
around
place for
here?
children, but I digress.
Not that I know.
How?
There might be a couple sprinkled through, but
I don't know,
they kind of stick
it's
to
just
themselves, honestly.
not very
At
proper.
least,
They
at
really
least
do.
you came back after your trip.
Yeah. You think I was gonna stay over there?
What does that
Good.
mean?
You know.
Are you like a... Did you
well,
used to
could
be like a rich
understand the language,
person?
but still
I feel
not
like they're
speak it.
only ones
No,
who
no.
cared this
Awkward.
much about like some bullshit stuff like that.
Just write it down.
I guess it is
Well,
awkward,
I
yes.
mean, I had money,
did.
but I wasn't
I did write
like
it down. Doesn't mean I could pronounce
rich.
anything. You know how bad the
I don't
Ashken
know.
language is?
just. I know. I think
A little
being
bit I know,
proper
yeah,
is
it's pretty
important,
bad.
regardless of how much money you have. It's just
All I wanted to learn
what you do.
about automatons because they were very intriguing to me.
Okay.
Got the technician
I can be proper.
certification from them actually, so
Okay.
that's a plus.
Well-
Plus the blacksmithing style.
Not to people who call my
Right.
parents bad parents,
Plus
though.
Lydia likes it anyway.
I never said that.
You heavily implied it.
Speaking of which, I pitched an idea to her. I just gotta find a
Maybe.
Anyway, where did you grow up?
Mm. Okay. Putting work in this.
Kadunma.
It pays good.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Pretty far.
What do you need for it?
Pretty
Like,
far, yeah.
What do you need an apothecary for?
It was something I'd read about that I was studying. I just don't know how to.
Long
how to
journey here,
it's
but
a solution
I'm glad I made
that
it.
you would put on, for instance, clothes
Mm.
or leather. And
How
stuff
is it
like that,
over
and it
there?
would make liquid pretty much just fall right off of it.
Good as it can be.
And you pitched.
Do you want me to look
Very
Anything
vague.
like
in the library?
different?
I can read pretty fast, I
Interesting.
tell you.
No, I need to find
Not a
an
lot of
apothecary to make it.
not a lot of culture. A lot of
see
the
the
culture is
learn.
lost, which is a shame.
What
That's weird.
what for?
It's
though? Like,
very-
what's the goal? To make,
Very
like,
bland.
these kinds of clothes?
It's kind of why I
But
moved,
You're not a tailor, right?
because I wanted to
I
see
mean, I
other
know
things,
about
more
clothing and
exciting
other
than that place.
Mainly
I've heard
it's
some
for, like,
interesting
furniture,
stories
so,
of
like,
Karama. Maybe you
like,
just lived in a
parties and
boring
stuff.
place.
The drinks would fall right off of them.
Perhaps.
Like,
Oh, that's nice.
Either way, I'd heard a lot of good about Kilvia, so I took the
That could be
trip here.
nice for
I suppose.
literally any establishment.
I can't really compare.
serving
I've lived in
drinks and
Lorath
food
my whole
around
life.
here. And there's a lot
Right.
since it's a touristic area.
mm,
I heard about
Nice place
that
to grow up
Fez
in.
district.
Mhm.
Maybe there's a lot of restaurants there.
that's for sure.
It does seem like a very, it seems like a very safe place.
What?
No, I was thinking about
Hmm?
something funny. What if we?
It seems like it would be a very
solution on
safe
the
place.
floor,
It
and
is.
then it would. Wouldn't
There's one
slide
thing you can
anywhere,
say
it'd be
about the
puddle
order
close
is that they
to it.
keep the peace.
So, in that sense,
They
ice is
do a lot of
really
good
liquid,
work.
so it'd slide right off, right? So, you put it on the floor, and then
Eh.
put like ice on your feet and slide
I
across
suppose.
the floor, like a slip and slide.
Oh. You're just not old enough to remember what it was like
How do you
before they came
want it
around,
to
so.
not make you
Mhm.
fall.
It was
Even
rough
on
out there.
Even
Believe
on
you me.
solid ground, if you put ice under your feet, you just slip.
You know, a lot of people seem to be very nostalgic
I'm
for
still
those
working on the
times.
kinks, okay? It's an idea.
We're all nostalgic
Okay.
for the times we grew up in, I
Fair.
think.
That's not true.
But you could technically, like, make the ground ice and try to
I like your
get,
dress.
like, some specific shoes to slide on
Thank
the
you.
things.
I like your outfit as well.
Oh,
But
thank
it is more
you.
complicated it is more complicated. You will have to get like
What do you
some
work
sort of
as?
device to keep the ground very solid
What do you work as?
as ice.
I'm studying
And
Oh,
that
what are you
needs
studying?
arcane magic
arcane magic.
or ice crystals.
Ooh,
True.
tough work, I've heard.
Oh,
It's a bit complicated.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stick to
But
that
I'm
thought.
pretty sure that would be a nice activity.
the professors are actually insane with the workload.
Or you could hire someone to do it temporarily by launching a spell, ice spell.
You'll adapt, I'm sure of it.
No, I won't.
Maybe you could try.
I'ma
It's
do
a
my
bit of a
own
quitter's
thing.
attitude, isn't it?
Do they know ice spells?
Bit of a quitter's attitude to refuse to adapt.
Oh.
I'm not adapting to bullshit standards, okay?
All I know is their main thing is water.
Suppose.
I'm just gonna, you know, take my time. If it takes me a bit longer to get the apprenticeship or whatever, then that's okay. Got a long life ahead of me, you know? But I'm only gonna be young once. Gotta enjoy it. Well,
That's true. That is true.
Could I
suppose theoretically I'm
get
gonna be
some
young for the
money
rest of my life,
around
but like
here
it's different, you
from,
know?
making it rain locally for crops for farmers around here? Does it rain pretty often?
Yeah, I guess for all we know,
rains
you
every
could
so
be
often, yeah.
90 and no
I
one
don't
would
know if
know.
they make money from that.
Then it's
Yeah,
fine,
I
don't be
not-
useful.
to worry about that.
I think I'd mature a little
still
bit
don't
still,
want to just
but
stay here and, you know.
I understand you want to contribute, but we did all this so that we could get you a teacher.
add on a couple
There's
inches.
We want you to
That
study
doesn't
for
mean
a
that
reason.
a bit of a question, and I don't.
mean-
figure that
Perhaps
out
this
later.
is a bit prying,
All you gotta
but
worry
I've
about is
just never asked. Like, as you age,
doing
is
your
it
lessons,
strictly a
so-
cosmetic thing? Like, does your
And just
body
coming
still
home and
fail
hanging out with us.
physically,
That's all you
or
gotta worry about right now.
are your like organs young as well?
Then I will do that, but don't
Mm,
think that I will not pay you back for that.
You don't have to.
I won't have to,
well,
but I
we
will.
die
Then
eventually.
you can trust me on that.
I definitely heard one of my parents complain of like,
That she
ooh,
is.
my old bones, but I don't know how serious they are about that. Because they're not even that old.
Takes after mom a little too much.
Yeah, and you take after your dad way too much.
Well, what can
That
I
is
say?
true.
You know, I think I'll get another beer.
Yeah, certainly.
Did you like go and
Thank
get
you.
changed?
Yes. I did.
Even got mom's eyes.
Wow. You bullied her so
I
hard
took-
about
I
the
took-
maid dress. She ran all
I
the
took
way home.
advice.
It was not bullying.
No,
Oh.
I had it actually with me. That little backpack that I had on the back.
I'm pretty glad about it.
Just in case, because I mean,
Elysia
like,
was
as a
beautiful when she was
maid, if the dress gets messed up, you want to have something to change into,
Yeah.
right?
You'd think you'd have another maid dress
Me
on
too, and they're not that
in
good,
there
to be
instead,
honest.
though. I don't imagine
But
that's an
I was-
outfit your employers would appreciate.
I'm pretty sure you
No.
still get a lot of ladies around you, though.
It would not be.
No.
Not that much? Not anymore?
No. What do you mean not anymore? I never had any in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You get a few whistles when you go to see Lydia.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
different.
This place isn't
Is it?
really popping,
That's
is it?
completely different. Yes, it's different.
No, it is not.
You need to start some
You know
drama.
what?
Wow.
You know what they told you
This
in
is
middle school,
good. I
when you were-
enjoyed
Oh
it.
right, you're boring and get paid by the
Rector of
hour and
middle
don't care
school,
if you get
because
fired
you were
because
just
things are not popping
informing
properly.
everyone, and nobody told you that?
Okay, well, if you care so much, start your own drama. That's fine. Just don't make too
You
big a
knew about
mess.
it, right?
Yeah.
Oh. There she goes.
Middle
Gets
school
money.
was quite Fun
Oh.
and not fun. The start was not fun.
I'm on the
then it
counter.
became
That's drama.
quite fun walking behind you.
That's drama.
I see.
I suppose
Yeah.
so. If drama means
You
I know
hear
I
a
have
lot of
to
things.
do an extra scrubbing on the
Um,
countertop.
You still haven't cleaned up that beer. They're like
I
standing
guess
in
you
it.
can
No.
still, say things to my face, I guess.
That
Creates
they
atmosphere.
are.
After that comment.
It
Just
creates smell,
meant to
which
do
I
that.
suppose is technically
They
atmosphere,
want
but
your
not a
attention.
good one.
No.
Gives it a lively
if we
feel,
get-
no? Is that not what you're going for?
Huh?
It gives it a lively feel. Is that
No.
not what
I'm
you're
there to
going
talk
for?
to Lydia about business. I don't need any of that in my life.
Well, if we
It'll
could
be
rate
cleaned
it,
up
you know
later.
that they'd be going to the smelly ones
Yeah,
first.
she's, I guess, kind of the leader of the S district.
If we get raided,
Suvis.
we'd go for the smelly ones
Uh,
first.
She's
From what I've
one of the
Rated?
school partners.
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. As I said, you're safe here in this bar. Like, no one is going to get
She's one of
hurt.
the people we
So-
partnered with.
Do you know
for instance,
That
like,
seems like a strange
leader
thing
of
to
the
say.
S district and
Why is that a strange thing
I
to say?
don't know, like, it's a strange
Often-
reassurance.
like you deal with them.
Isn't that kind of like base level of being within the city walls?
Wow. Well,
I know, but in
Oh.
her idea that we were
I
somehow
don't know what
raided,
to
I'm
say,
just
like,
saying.
Really,
Why would
really
they be
good
raided?
help. You really set
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't really know why we would get raided, but I was just trying to
Well, it was
assuage
media
those
first, but thanks
fears
to the,
anyways.
partnership with her.
I for one hope we don't get raided.
By who though?
We're
Like
not.
bandits?
Kind of the
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Bandits
Getting her
attack
I can
fringe
give ideas, but
locations. They
sometimes
don't.
they're not
She's
very
a
good
steady-
ones.
steady income.
I
We
say.
supply a lot of the furniture and stuff to her.
Bandits target the smaller villages.
So
Ones without walls.
What's the S
Hmm.
district ready? I know that it's a touristic area, but what do they do? Is it
You'd have
like
to be
would you
pretty
explain
dumb
it?
to attack the
Oh, shit, there's
adventurer
some-
capital of Kilvia.
I'm just kidding. I'll
Really?
explain it.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay, thank you.
So the S district is a red light district. I don't know if you've ever encountered those in your books. I have.
I heard about them. Yes. On
So
certain
the-
books.
let's say the S district stands for such.
You know, we should really know how to, like, get people talking.
So, you know, people
As a
go
bartender.
there,
We'll
relax,
have a-
drink, have a good time, and maybe have
Wow,
some
okay,
intimacy
so
with
you're
somebody,
coming at me for critique now?
in a sense.
Okay. And that's why Lorath
Alright,
is
well...
I'm just saying,
So
the
depressing.
only reason this place is not completely dead and awkward is because of those
also-
people
it's
having
what
family
happens.
meeting in the background.
Yeah.
And it
good
also
speeches
has
and
its...
Like, this
Okay, maybe you
area,
have a point.
your domain though,
Well, they do have
completely
the
dead.
Adventurers Guild here, too.
Yeah, like I said, dead is nice.
It-
Dead is peaceful,
Dead
quiet.
adventurers around here?
No money, no return customers.
Alright, fine. Okay.
That's interesting.
I mean,
honestly, if
normally the
workshop doesn't
communication
turn out
is
too well, I
between
probably would've
customers. The
ventured.
bartender isn't normally
I've
an
heard
active
that there's a lot of money,
participant.
but thankfully,
At least in any bar I've been to.
I think you're just a boring drunk and they can smell it on you.
Okay.
Oh yes, I know.
That
That's not
is
even like
Yes, I
that's
know.
not even like a critique
Unnecessary.
necessarily. Like that's just part of the ecosystem, you know? Some people do go to bars just to sit
mean, if
at
you
a bar
stay
and
in
be
the
like,
low ranks, I guess it could be
Alright.
like a nice
Yeah.
time.
you know? Like
Yes, that was normally my role in those.
yeah, because you're
settings.
addicted, I assume.
Yeah.
But most
Okay.
people that come to bar, you know, they want to like you can drink at home, you know, like you can buy beer and drink at home. People come
You
to
can do
bars
that.
to socialize.
Get therapy.
That's true. Yeah, well,
I didn't hear what
Mm.
did you
I guess.
Okay.
So, you know, but people are dumb and awkward, so you gotta make it easy for them. It's your job,
Alright.
you know? You talk to the one person, and you talk to the other person, and then you, like, get them talking to each other,
I suppose.
you know?
Okay. I think.
Say, you look pretty young yourself. I assume you're relatively young.
I don't drink or beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
What conversation.
You have like a part-time job,
Maybe I learned from
and you
you.
do earn a bit of money
I
outside
told
of
you
the
I'm
industry.
student! I'm swamped!
I'm
No!
part-time job.
I don't have-
part-time.
no! What the fuck would I have time for a part-time job? Do you know how demanding the professors are? I can barely sleep. They're like, no, you should be doing math equation in your sleep. Develop lucid dreaming skills so you can study in your fucking sleep. I'm barely even kidding.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
If I try to do I know there's some people who do part-time job and studying. Those people are time travelers, I swear to God. Where do they find the time?
I only had one beer. It's fine.
Maybe they just don't really have a social life.
I don't have that much of a social life either. You know?
You're at a bar.
Yeah, like
But,
it's weekend. I took like couple hours of my time to go to a bar on a weekend.
Yeah, you know.
tough world.
Yeah.
I hope it gets better for you. I hope you start naturally picking up some of the material. A bit more time
It's
to
not
be
like-
yourself.
It's not like the material, like, I'm doing fine. Like, I'm not, like, fucking dead last or anything. I just want a lot at the same time, you know, there's, like, a lot of classes, and I'm triaging, I'm prioritizing. There's some stuff that is just gonna, it's gonna be in the hands of the angels if I pass or not, you know?
I can stop whenever I want.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to use what little free time you had here, at least.
Even though I'm using that time to criticize your bartending skills.
You know it
Well,
helps.
you did get a conversation going, did you not?
Exactly! You should honestly be paying me. I should be getting a cut here. Like,
That
I'm
is
doing your
not-
job
that is
for
not
you.
happening.
That anyway.
Okay, that is not in my job description, so...
It's implied.
No wonder
Perhaps.
you
That's
became...
part of the create. You know that part in your contract that says create welcoming atmosphere. That's what that means.
It was like going to college.
I'm creating a very welcoming atmosphere.
I'm creating a very welcoming atmosphere. Do you feel welcomed? Do you feel
Okay,
welcome?
that is
feel pretty
not
welcome.
how it sounds.
I feel welcome.
You will like this bar.
Yeah, see?
No.
She feels welcomed. So, I'm doing a good job.
No, you're not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
She's not! You're having a good time because you're in a family meeting, okay? Have you noticed people here were not talking for like half an hour before I came in here and rescued this thing?
That is... okay, you probably just weren't hearing. We were having a perfectly
I was
good
sitting right there. I
conversation.
was watching. I was taking notes.
Okay.
I had a
Okay.
hourglass. I was counting
I
each
see.
agonizing second of this awkwardness.
Wow. Okay, well, I didn't find it awkward. Maybe you found it awkward because you were spying on people.
I was not spying on people. I was people watching, which is a thing that you do in bars that don't have completely incompetent bartenders.
Oh, okay. You're just trying to rile
You just
me
need a
now,
black
aren't you?
robe
You're
and
just trying to get
and-
drama. I see.
Speaking of
I see through
bartender,
your little game.
I
can I get
I can be starting drama
can I
and be
get the
correct.
mint drink, please? I'll go light
Do
on the
you
alpha.
try
I had a lot
to
last
do you
time.
want to try
Oh, no,
out this thing?
What's
This isn't mint, it's
I don't know,
time.
but it's not sweet.
There you go.
Hmm.
So, how was your travel through here? How did it go? Where did you go through?
Whew. Very bitter, isn't it?
There are a few places, actually. Stopped here and
Did
there.
you go
Yeah.
through Khaslana?
The outskirts of it. We didn't go straight.
It's not my favorite. I personally wouldn't order that.
After
true.
my military service, I kind of had to hide my hair, so we didn't want to go through Kissimmee and then have them be
Here's
like,
your
"What do you
cash
the
too.
hood?" And then,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
thank you.
so
The side trip was
Mhm.
beautiful anyway. We need to go see the
Would you like
Well,
anything
I
else to
guess.
drink?
Sure.
but we
I
were on
take
the
a beer.
outskirts of the border.
I think I had
and then
asked
just traveled.
for one,
Yeah.
but I don't think this one's mine.
Yeah, no, that
Okay, I
one's
see.
glued to the table, I
And
believe.
how is it then?
That's
Is it,
not good.
like, beautiful?
It's just decoration,
Besides
ambience.
being
There's a
really
You know
bunch
how
of
it is.
spots.
Oh,
Oh.
There's
Thank
a bunch
you.
of spots that were really, really nice.
coins, yes.
Yeah, I
There you
remember
go.
that one camping spot we took. Right by the river.
So what brought you
The water
to
was crystal clear.
here?
Especially at
Well, if
night.
it gets too quiet, I could always
I
bust out
wanted
a song or
to
something.
see the world a bit more.
What?
You know, see some new things, find some new opportunities, find
Maybe we
somewhere
should
to
just
settle
see
down.
that,
What
but
brought you back
Oh.
to this bar, considering
I'm already
We're
here,
traveling one of
so...
these
the
days.
greatest experience the first time with
It's actually not
the
that
Are you
bad.
enjoying your
That was, like, almost
lessons?
our last camping
It wasn't
spot.
too bad.
Yeah, I think so.
We
Most
did
of
do some
them.
people watching, and we
It's not
did
too
talk
far.
and
Room for
everything
you.
when we were over at
take
the
doing
we
all
were
the
over at
travel?
the
Got that
table
one teacher that's just
over near the back.
always on your case or
But
something?
I really didn't
other
want
than
to
that, we kind of just enjoyed
Oh,
ourselves,
really?
relaxed,
Yeah,
enjoyed the
it took us
atmosphere.
a little while,
Just a
Some
lot of
subjects
work.
are just more boring
Mhm.
than others.
but luckily, I think
Yeah.
my military.
You'll find some things
Mhm.
fun, some things
help
boring.
with
Get the
that.
boring stuff out the way, then you
I
can.
do.
In your last memory of it, it'll be you having fun, and it'll all be fun
But,
when you go to sleep at night. So make sure you end your day
I
off
mean,
well.
the good
If you
thing
end your
though
day
is
off
it's
badly, you'll
open
be thinking
late,
about it all
so
night.
after work,
Mm.
if I don't have anything going on, I could always I was able to
Well,
come
how
and
about you?
rest here.
Where did you like study somewhere or something?
Mhm.
I've never really had the drive to study. I just went straight into work, and it worked out.
Well, I'm gonna go
How old
pay
are
my
you?
tabs. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get your room set up and start
but
food.
of course that's
If
when
I'm
I get
honest,
paid.
I haven't counted for a while.
So
I
right now
stopped
I'm in
really.
temporary lodging.
Kind of forgot,
Okay.
and then I think I'm somewhere around my 30s,
Mhm.
but
See
might be
you
older.
soon.
Home and enjoy yourselves. And
No, I
that
have
way
not.
is extremely good.
And
But
Are you from Churn?
we'll
I'm
go
sure it's a
home
step up
after
from
that,
No.
normal
and
maids.
we're gonna go to
If I was from
Hopefully.
Churn, I probably wouldn't be able to be here.
Unless
Well-
you want to make food for tonight,
Mhm.
and we go like
I'm from
I
Karanma,
just
as
need
I said
enough
before.
My
for a
parents are
bed
from
and a
Churn.
roof over my head, and I would be happy.
I might be wrong. I haven't looked too much into Churn. The place makes me. It just makes me a bit sad.
Mhm.
Hey,
I've lived in Karanma
Jesus,
all my life.
I
Suddenly
am
doesn't sound
taking
like a
my
nice
leave.
place.
Yeah, he told me. He told
No,
me
just
that
a lot
he
of
had,
Here,
lots
I'll
of
just
a lot of
universities
violence.
and
It's
some
keep the
local
change.
and
unnecessary.
not so local. Yeah.
It's very appreciated.
You have a wonderful night.
Military, he said.
You as well. Have a nice night.
Alright.
Thank
You
you
guys
for
at home.
choosing the morning glory
See you at
for
home.
See you at
your
home.
bar needs.
Hmm.
Good to hear that.
Really is actually.
Yeah.
Make sure wait for any job prospects, anything you want to go into when you're older.
Another beer.
Well, I'm studying arcane
Besides word
magic,
domination.
so probably that.
So why not?
Arcane magic, so like a mage or
I'll go
like
get
a scientist.
I haven't decided yet.
Hello.
Guess we'll see.
Hello. Could I get a refill of a beer on
Yeah.
this, and I'll take a mug?
Depends if you want to stay in the same safety or if you want to go out and get some action.
I'm not
Right,
planning on being
here's
like
luck.
an adventurer or anything.
There you are.
Mm.
And I'll grab.
Good look into going into just research and might enjoy it. It looks like it'll be pretty fulfilling.
Maybe.
And there you are.
Thank you.
Of course.
There you go.
So, did you
What year are you in? How many more years of study do you have?
I thought I would.
Depends on how well I do.
That's fine. That is
No,
good.
How long is your course?
No, I was.
Nice.
A lot of
I didn't really
classes.
have any choice into it originally.
It's
But,
like
You know, it
2
really
years,
depends
4
on
years.
how
I did
many
have
classes I'll
choice,
have to
and,
repeat.
I mean, it's probably the easiest to make money.
But have a perfect world. You
before
ace
roof
every
over my
single
head.
class. How long is your course?
Well,
It is,
I guess it's 4
What do you-
years for like
what
the
do you mean
basics,
you
but then
don't
you
have
got
a
like
choice?
apprenticeship. The arcane magic study is kind of like
It's a long story, probably
a
for
whole
another time.
life thingy, really.
Don't think I really want to
Like
talk
you never
about
really
it.
stop
I can
learning. You
understand
just start
that.
doing stuff
Mhm.
on the side.
But I
Yes,
mean,
that's normal then.
Yeah, once you go in the better areas,
but yeah.
price goes up though.
Lifelong learning. I couldn't.
I mean, originally I was.
Be a bit
I
too
am,
tedious for me.
around
I'm not gonna lie, I'm having my own doubts. It's a lot.
No, you picked it.
bit of
If you
moving.
keep going full steam ahead, I'm sure you can get over the school part, and then maybe when you're working, get to do what you want to do a bit more and specialize into how you want to specialize.
Greetings again.
I just play the waiting game.
Welcome.
Well, you know, always
been
the
okay,
Estes strike.
Kilvia?
Must have picked it for a reason.
So, you know,
I wouldn't go.
nothing
I don't think you need to.
here.
If you're studying, I don't think you'll need it. Just make sure you keep studying. If you really want to go into that business, make it your last
I'm gonna be
resort.
really thankful that you
Try,
decided to
be a
fill the role.
bartender.
Hey,
Before that, you don't really want to end up there if you can avoid it. I've been there like once or twice. It's a pretty bad
Can't
place.
imagine.
can you come with me to the bathroom?
Make people fall in love. Wait.
When there's like the detail thing about when the detail thing comes out, whenever that gets released, I imagine there'll be information more in depth
Maybe.
about the history of the
I
place and
actually
the
don't have
environment.
any like detailed diatribe planned for Lorath. Maybe that's something we should look into. Anyway,
At least these. I mean, I can get it, things dirty and it can wash out.
Yeah,
Pretty sturdy.
that would be, yeah. I don't know, I always find it easier to separate work clothes than your casual clothes.
Hmm. Oh, welcome back.
Hello again, I was.
Hello, Deimos. Pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure as always.
I see you got this shift as well.
Ah, yes. I tend to have shifts, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe a bit busy, but I try.
More shifts, the merrier.
Yes and no. Couple new faces. Greetings.
hello.
Hello.
Hi. And hello.
I'm Sapphire. What's your name?
Deimos. A pleasure.
Nice name.
Thank you. The lady next to you?
Lucy.
Pleasure, Lucy. And colorful one over here?
Kenny.
Pleasure to meet you, Kenny.
Hi.
Hi.
So, you also work here?
And that I do.
How do you like the place?
That's cozy.
This
I
is
don't
done,
believe
by the
I
way.
forgot your name.
Less
Oh,
chaotic
of course.
than where I used to work.
Hmm. Oh,
Alright.
where'd you used to work?
I did some dancing in
Would you
my
like
time.
another?
Please.
Ah.
Of course. Thank you for not spilling these last few ones. It's appreciated.
Yeah, well, I guess the alcohol got in my system.
And it steadied your hand instead?
Yeah, it's a blacksmithing technique.
Here, I'll let you have the start.
See?
Oh, thanks.
I see your.
Huh? What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Pretty good.
Once you have a few.
Yeah, well,
Do you have any more of that
That's
juice?
Which juice would that be?
A sweet one?
Just... maybe...
Or anything else
This
besides the
looks
cheap
sweet
beer?
enough. Have you even tried the cheap beer?
No.
yeah,
Is she of age?
Well,
Or he of age?
Yeah,
that
I'm
is the
18.
question.
Thank you.
Targeting.
You're welcome.
Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's bad.
That is true.
It has an interesting aftertaste. One that other beer does not have.
Usually it's
Rat poison.
And it has foam.
As some people would say, it's an acquired taste.
That's right.
Do you think it's good?
Mm, I enjoy it.
Are you a man of strange
Although I'm not
tastes,
much of
or
a
would you
drinker.
recommend it?
I'd say don't trust other people's opinions. Make your own. If you want to try it, try it. If you don't, don't.
I guess I could try it. Just so I know.
Well, then, would you like a beer?
Yep.
Okay, I'll get that for you.
Sure.
Quite a mess over here. Let me clean that up for you.
Oh.
Darn it.
Oh dear.
These cups do not stick to the plates, do they?
No, here you
That
are.
is down there. I can't bend as far as I once could.
Here, I'll help you. I got you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How is it?
This too. I don't think anyone's drinking this.
Alright. Yes, the anonymous
I think I'll stick with
whatever
juice.
drink.
I said an acquired taste.
Yeah. I don't really tend to like alcohol that much just because of its taste. But I do like some mixed
I
drinks.
see. That's fair. Mixed drinks are a bit more popular. So, are you going to finish it, or you did not? Fair.
Sorry, I don't think I ever got your name.
Lilith. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Lily.
Nice to meet you.
I think I heard cool with.
So,
And how
what brings you back
about-
to the Morning Glory?
How about you?
Oh, it's a charming little
maid?
place. I'm not a fan of all those
Sorry, I don't know your name.
pricey bars.
What?
You came earlier with a maid outfit, so I
Enjoying a juice.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of the posh fancy
pretty
bars.
Oh,
It's
pizza.
my
Yes,
vibe.
this is
More homely,
far
more
from-
Good.
homegrown.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
You know,
Thank you.
Pretty sure I got
Community
it for
oriented.
heavy
Understand that.
Do
discount.
you work
Yeah.
around here?
A social
Posh
vibe.
expensive
see.
drinks, annoying people. Yeah, cheap drinks, fun people.
No, I
Apparently, it
don't.
wasn't labeled.
You don't work around here?
This app has a colorful bunch of random things back here, so
Where do you work?
Who's Saf?
With the Belmonts.
she's the owner of this place.
They're
Oh,
So, oh, goodbye.
Oh, sorry.
No, you
sorry.
can.
It's a nearby
You can
noble
leave. You
family.
can go do your thing.
She's trying out the whole tavern business.
oh.
Well,
A noble.
you mentioned you used
You
to
two
be an
friends?
usher, but what
You're
are you up to
helping her,
these
or
days?
just working here?
Let's just say Saf's friend, which is my friend, introduced me to Saf, and then I'm helping Saf out.
Errand runner, if you will.
I'm not under their contract
Mhm.
yet.
I see.
But we were
That's
introduced.
true.
But yeah, I'd say we're friends.
Speak
I
with
get the
their,
occasional gig,
Well,
but
talk with their parents at least.
You know how
draft up-
quickly
you know.
humans get attached? Well,
I've worked
mortals.
for good people, I've worked for annoying people.
Mm.
Alright, now I'm not employed.
Well, I
But
guess everything passes
I have a
through
good
the
amount of
head
savings.
I suppose, I don't know.
Mhm.
So getting
My
a job
friend
occasionally
Kyrene
not
is also a
enough.
demon, so
Hmm.
they've known each
That's
other for a little bit.
That's good.
Same here, same here.
Yeah.
And right now it's just I'm just
Not quite the same as working in the theatres, though. I want to go back.
But
there just
it's
aren't
not
that
often
many,
you see another Kumai
and I'm
around.
just not hiring.
Yeah, well,
No,
So
no.
I'm keeping my ear to the ground.
they're not that common. We're not
You
that
never know.
common.
Maybe a position will open
But-
up.
Depends on what
When I
places
used to work, go back
you
into work in theatres.
are
I enjoyed that
in.
work.
It's true,
What got
it's
you
true.
into it?
Outside of country. Yeah, I guess
There's
it's
just more succubi around.
It's the only job
outside as well
available
too.
in my
Oh.
So
town.
it's what I know. That and,
Yes.
Where I was growing
gardening.
up. And so I
Mhm.
took it more out of desperation than anything.
Guess that's true.
And I discovered that I did really enjoy the work, really enjoyed the
But I think I
environment
know
and
about
enjoyed the
the
arts in
same
general.
amount.
Sapphire.
So,
But maybe
I
that's just
stayed
a
working
coincidence.
I don't
I
think
see.
I caught when you had
It's
your
Easter.
I guess it just depends where you look.
Was the gentleman there that was here before?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
places
With,
that are
blonde
like
eyes and
100%
That's all
one
I
thing and
Yeah,
others
very
that are
cool.
100%
Yeah,
other
it's-
things.
Yeah.
And then you have like more mixed places.
Pretty tall.
It is.
Where I was, it was more of a
was your
mixed,
drink?
so.
Hmm.
it's good. Feeling like a good bit of mint.
Good.
So you must have
That's
been really
refreshing.
popular
Got
then.
that from
Hmm.
our.
I wouldn't say
That's good.
extremely, but I did have
That is not
some people in
You
that
should
game.
excuse me.
Yeah, you're done.
Yes, of
He's
course.
almost.
Wow.
He's almost that.
Maybe the clientele just didn't have good taste.
Taller than me, but still.
I suppose you can say that.
Yeah, Jade is taller than your dad, surprisingly.
Maybe he's half giant.
That is.
Maybe he's half giant. I'll have to
Maybe
use
he
that
just
next time.
decided to add up the height of my mother with it. Like he got all of the hate from my dad and added up with some of my mother's hate.
You okay?
He
Yep.
didn't have enough.
Just went down the wrong tube.
I see.
So it brings I heard something about 4 years that you haven't seen him. I'm
Yeah.
guessing you were away.
So, Jade.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I think she's stuttering a bit.
Oh my god,
Well,
I killed
yeah.
him.
Oh, I'm stuttering.
I
Sorry.
keep looking over my way. I figured you needed something.
So,
um,
Jade and Lucy
can I have some water?
left Starter 4 years ago, and
Feeling pretty
You want some
thirsty.
water? Sure.
because I needed to help parents, and
I
also because
see.
they left before telling me. They just left me a note that I would have come. Or
So you two know
right,
each other as well
give
too?
them- Yeah, we know each other
Yeah.
since her high school and my middle
Here's
school.
your water.
Yeah, I
Thank
know
you.
for a very long time.
School must
Yep.
be fun.
It was always fun.
That it was.
Nice. No, I haven't. I didn't go to school.
Really?
You did.
No. Nothing. Um.
Is it not obligatory in Kilvia?
Hmm?
Is it not obligatory in Kilvia to go to school?
I didn't grow up here. I grew up in out of country. But
where? Like,
Karama.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So not really a whole lot of time to go to school.
Oh, welcome back.
Therefore, I do enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm not familiar with that country, so
Are you doing alright?
the
You
idea,
seem
no
to
real
keep
idea
popping off
how
to the
school works there.
back.
I'm fine.
We can check
Don't
it
worry
out at the
about me.
library later.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bit of a headache, but nothing but a
I
mint
will
conflict.
first
There's
check
no
the-
system.
Right,
Not
that's
that I
what
know
it's
of.
for.
It's mostly just like.
Does
I
help.
mean,
It's
if
weird.
you
Mint
have
always
somebody
helps
who
with
wants
a
to care for
headache.
kids and they want to teach kids, then you would have them set something up, but you would have to deal with the debt collectors and extra finances. And
So,
many people don't
Danny,
do that, and if they do,
what do you do
they
specifically?
don't,
Oh,
I wouldn't think that it wouldn't
Startled
be
me a bit.
very full.
sorry.
I see.
I'm just
Yeah.
studying in
So, you're a
the
major
university.
artist. Would I know any of your clients, or
I
do
see.
you have an
A
NDA?
young one, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm under NDA for some
I see.
unfortunately.
No, I
Yeah,
get that. I
You
get
sound
that.
like you got
Yeah.
some
Before we
experience
go
on you
home,
instead.
Can we take a detour to the library?
worked
I
to
have
know
been
where
through
it is?
my fair
Um,
share of things.
Yes,
That is
it's
true.
not too far from
Hmm.
here.
I've worked in some pretty
Nice,
wealthy
okay.
houses. I worked in a noble's house once.
Yeah,
That
thankfully
was
it's
an
open
interesting
all the
time.
Oh, yeah? Which no? Oh, wait, right. NDA.
What's
I
it closed,
can't
by the
say.
way?
guess that means you got a lot of interesting stories to share, right?
They were nice. Very out of
I
touch.
don't know
But
about
a nice enough
interesting,
person. Paid
but I
well.
do have stories.
That's good. It's always the
All
best
the
part,
stories
no?
are interesting to the right audience, right?
I suppose, unless you want to hear about the
It's not
most of
my
the stories, at least, I have is
you know.
more fighting.
Could have been an actor
That's a pretty good
or
system.
I Well,
a writer
aren't those like
or
pretty
an
popular
academic.
stories? I think a lot of people like stories of.
Well, in this town, at least.
It's just the most
Well,
glamorous
actually,
job,
in
but
Kilvia
some people
itself,
Well,
yes,
enjoy it.
I mean,
with all the adventuring, but
you can always go
some people
looking
don't
for glamour.
enjoy
I mean,
that.
that's what I did. I joined the Adventurers Guild, and
Were you also an
that's where I
adventurer
was for
at
most
one
of my
point?
career.
I'm not much of a fighter
Mm,
myself.
Just a copper
I'm not an
I'm
adventurer
more,
per
I'm
se,
more
but I
into
did
the arts and with
travel a good bit. I mean, I did. You probably heard of it. I was one of the demons that made it through the portal.
Oh, whoa.
Fighting? No.
Wow.
I don't want to put my life on the line.
Yes.
I can leave my mark another way, so don't.
How old are you?
Your copper and leave.
Well, that's half the fun. The adrenaline.
No, don't go flying across the bar now. But
I
I'm
won't.
67.
I like living.
Ooh. Oh. So you must like
Well,
actually
yes.
remember how the dark was, right?
You can take a few.
I do.
Huh.
Just gotta bring them back at some point.
Let's move on.
Don't worry, I read.
It's a lot less colorful
Not.
than here.
I know.
You don't have to
So
talk
you were
about
an
it if you don't
adventurer
wanna.
before you became a bartender?
No, it wasn't a nice place.
Well, there was quite the
It was just a lot of wars and
an adventure
watching your back.
We could go check out a few of the shops.
Yeah.
Show you
It's
around town.
about 20 years ago now.
My parents are from Tavern, and they don't really like talking about that place either.
There's a few
Um,
parks.
so I
Hmm.
imagine the dark must have been even
What I do
worse.
is-
They maintain it very well.
Yeah,
And if you
well,
want,
Well,
we can
sometimes
what happened in
you know,
Churn
when
was pretty much
you're
roughly the same thing that
adventuring,
was
you
happening back in the
encounter
dark,
something that
except just worse.
makes
Oh.
you rethink a lot of things.
Literally the best thing in the
I
city.
always thought
Basically,
the
they
dark would have
took
been worse.
Yeah,
There,
wow.
it.
Fair.
It was. It's just
there
they took
was,
what they were doing in the dark and
it's
brought it to
report
Churn.
that there was a
Oh.
village under
Old
attack
grudges.
held by bandits.
They
right?
don't die
The
easy.
usual. So
Yeah,
me
I'm
and my
not really
team, we
here for
suited up
so-
and we went out there. But,
I'm glad you got out of
There's-
there.
it was something else. No,
Thank
no,
you.
but
I'm glad
something
I am too.
far
Life has
worse
been
than bandits.
a lot better.
And the result was not pretty. I'll tell you that
Hmm.
much.
I have visuals in mind.
So you're living in here now?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
more
I live in
adventuring, it's
Lorath.
kind of that your make or break point. You either accept that's part of the job, move on, or say it's not
You
for
like
me
it
and
here?
find something else to do.
Yeah, I do.
So I've
It's
heard
I
from
still-
people
fun.
I will not push myself
I
right
had quite the lengthy career. Before that,
What kind of other places have you visited?
was
because
one
I
of the
just
biggest
got
adventurers in
from the
Well-
Lorath, especially because I had become one once after a couple years after
Kind
it was
of visited all
legalized,
over.
So
The most interesting place I
There wasn't
found
a
was
lot.
No,
Antosh.
Oh.
adventuring. It was
A
illegal
colorful
back
bunch,
in the
but
day.
they are not welcoming at all.
Nobles were
Mm.
worried
I did not
were
stay
of
long
their
there.
duty,
I've
and
heard.
But the
they-
people
they
there
thought that,
and
rogues
especially what they
with
made
abilities,
is
as
quite
they called
interesting.
them, would disrupt
Yeah.
things and show that like they weren't
And
the
you'll pick them
ones
up
who could protect.
They make like
people,
automatons and
but,
stuff, right?
The order came around,
That they do.
changed things for the better, and
Have you ever
Although
saw
recently
one?
they've
signed up.
I have, yeah.
Oh.
Was it particularly fulfilling work?
Are they
There's even
scary?
the
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't say
On
they're
the third
scary.
day, you know,
They
you're
just
fighting monsters.
they have their
saving
purpose
people.
set and they do that. But there are those that have broken free of that,
It's a better
which
town.
are now called Nova, which I've only seen one of them and they're even interesting.
I've never been on a boat.
Oh, the pay
That
was
sounds
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
If only.
Wow.
Yeah, and
you get
not as good as it is these days, though. I've heard we were in a bit of a golden
You said
age
your
of adventuring
parents.
that isn't
I'm
there
guessing
anymore.
you live in a like, similar
A lot
to
of, there's a lot more now. It's
I guess back
diluted.
then would be the molecule that they have.
but We
Hmm?
clearly don't have enough money
And
to pay
you know,
for
a lot
You used to
of
live in a polycule?
dangerous
wage.
Well,
shit is just
yeah. Well, I'm
we kind of took
staying.
care
I
of
have
it,
like
you know.
the bunk.
So it's just
I'm bunking in
less
the
dangerous things for a lot more people to do.
the
So
college,
Yeah, I would
the
assume
university
so.
I've
campus where
watched the
I
job
I
for
hide.
see.
overall
Some of them
collections
are.
and
But
I
you know, I
heard
still
look
go
for certain
quite
home
things.
for the weekends.
yeah,
Find the cat
it's
stuck in the tree. Oh, that old one.
All that.
I
yeah,
see.
it is a very
Some people stuck in
different
the tree.
place out there.
It's always interesting to see Cuba that have been raised here rather than back where I came.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They
I
have
wouldn't want to be so
different
mobile. I'm
flares to
mobile
them.
right now, but I'm looking for a place I can just
Hmm.
call home and, you know, maybe buy a
Good
house.
flares.
Let's settle down.
Characteristics.
'Cause
Hmm.
I mean,
I
Lorath is a
couldn't.
good place to settle. It's where I settled. And where I
It
was
looks like it's the
born
place I'm going to
also,
settle
so.
to. I
Enjoyable
don't have a desire to
characteristics, I
look
hope.
around for anything else, so
Oh, of
I
course.
think I'm gonna be
I've
sticking
been
around
all
here for.
over. I mean, I've been all over Kilvia, like the
Well,
Daria. Like that. I mean, at least for me, the best place is always home, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, this will be
Um,
your home eventually. You'll acclimate.
I think you're
Just gotta
also
find
pretty
some people.
cool.
Got a little place, but it's a little place and
Thank you,
it's cheap.
Kenny.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
No, I have not been to a bar that allows their bartenders to drink. But I guess that's how they do it here.
Well, you know, I think everyone can have a drink every once in a while.
I wouldn't be
I
here if
told her
not.
it will come out of her pay, and she didn't believe me.
Okay, it's not.
What, the drinks?
I don't know why you think you have an insider knowledge of this bar.
Well, I don't have inside knowledge of this bar, but I grew up like in a bar,
As you mentioned.
quote unquote. So I know how they usually run. I mean, I guess that's true. You know, like if it's like a maybe it's like a different in this one. I don't know. Maybe our boss is just really nice about that.
Yes. She allows us to drink. As long as we don't get blackout, then she's fine with it.
You know, you can drink. It's just like the.
But like you said, you know, adventuring is all just rescuing cats from trees nowadays, so not really risking your life if you want to give it a shot. Especially in the lower ranks, like
Anyway, so what
you
was like
don't
your
really go near
second
dangers.
favorite place you visited?
Felt like going back there to do the odd jobs and smaller
Mm,
ones for a bit of extra pocket change.
No, no.
I'd have to say
I-
Staria.
That
Staria was
time
very
is
welcoming.
past me now.
Mm.
That is
They had a lot of different
a
port
different
towns.
life.
A lot of interesting people,
Okay.
for sure.
Very
was- I
long.
mean-
Yeah.
I left my country to start a new life, so I can't
Sure.
exactly
Although
can't fault your
their rivalry
Darn
with
friends.
Elysia is
That I
scary.
can't run like I used to.
Remind me a bit of back home, but
Obviously not as physically strong, you know. As your
Oh,
body gets
you know,
worse,
not
you
for
just
nothing,
can't
but
do the same
Ksenia
things
is
you used to
asking
do.
for it.
I gotcha.
Hello.
They
More
headed their
folks?
way.
Yeah, but could I trade this for a mug if they're available?
Yeah, of course.
If Ksenia headed their way, everyone everywhere would be a lot less welcoming. So I'm kind of
Here you
yes,
are.
that is true.
glad that Starry is,
Thank you so much.
you know, keeping them in check.
That is true.
Yeah,
If only they could finish the job.
Storia for the win, but
Maybe one day.
Sorry for the win, but in the military is something else.
yeah, and it's
Military.
different when you have to get military.
Yeah, the military in Storia is pretty annoying, especially on our taxes. Majority of every tax goes to the military.
They
annoying.
also are very clingy when it comes to you enrolling military.
Yeah.
They really want
like you
me to
can't
join
leave?
the military.
You in the military, huh?
Something.
I
On
will
the list.
never
Do
join
you
the
know
military.
what the most
not fit to
dangerous
be a
monster
soldier.
in Suvis is?
I don't know. Don't they come in all shapes and sizes though? They're not all like
Yeah, I
walls
guess.
of muscle.
I got it. A noble when you question their status.
You have some mages, you have
Nobles are
some
not the
administrators,
most
you have
dangerous.
many
No.
ranks in
Um,
military, in the army.
vampires.
I'm not
'Cause,
into that life. Everything
They
is
look
I've-
like
I've
you,
read
they
something.
think like you, but
too
they're
manipulative.
not people, you know? They
Need a better
kill to survive.
Yeah.
They're just... And they'll just go right...
When Jade
Ugh,
went to the
they're
military, I really just saw how it was,
not
and
a good bunch.
it really didn't make me want to do it.
I wouldn't.
At all.
I don't want to meet one. I'd say I'd want to meet
No,
one.
and I
don't
hope for
want to
your
meet one.
sake you never do. No.
Likewise, I hope you
sure
never
they
have
You're
to.
doing okay over
have
there.
a nasty
Yeah, I
encounter.
just, you know,
I'm
just
afraid I've run into them once or twice. And
listening
Mm.
to conversations.
I'm lucky. In all my time, I've
I
never
see.
encountered a vampire. I guess that they just
Oh,
live
that's
in.
good.
They live too far. They're too secluded for where I end up.
yes.
So,
All the ones I've encountered are nomadic. There's not
what
many
made you want to become
sedentary
a
ones that
bartender?
make their place
You've
in a
encountered
large
a
city.
A
vampire.
lot of money and
That's what I said before. Yes.
Is that
Well,
what made you quit?
I got
Yes.
tired of dancing. Well, at least in the place I was.
a village being
And
held
was gonna go
by
back doing what I did previously before then,
a
but
mixture of
my friend
vampires
Kyrene
and
had reached out to
humans.
me.
To what end? I don't
We had
know,
been hanging
but,
out, a couple of drinks, and
yeah, by the
I had
time we
mentioned
got
that,
there,
and
it
she was
a
like, she had an idea of
graveyard, and
opening
we
a bar.
just,
So she figured,
we lost a lot of good
why
people
not
that
have
day.
me here? How about
I
Sav?
just know those
Well,
human bandits.
Kyrene
Didn't
figures
seem
out
aware that they were probably
what she
taken
wants
by
to
the
do,
vampires too.
and here I am,
No, we
bartending.
were fed false intel.
So, like, what were you doing before? Like, what were you gonna
So it was
go
just
back
it was just
to?
vampires. It was the group of vampires.
No,
Mm,
like vampires and humans, enough for a small army.
more of
It
a,
was-
I can't say reason,
they
but
were just
I just
you could think of
doing
it almost
some-
as
I don't know,
adventuring,
ritual,
supposedly.
just
I would take
mass murder
requests.
for the sake of it.
Probably trying to feed off of it.
And, like,
Get enough
I
to
heard
hibernate
something
off
about
of for a
vampires
day or
and
so.
it's not very comforting.
so it wasn't adventuring, though.
Just
Don't
here
worry.
You
and
can
there
never
by
really
conversation.
What kind of
know
requests?
what things like
Yeah.
that think.
The Valentines, those
I
are vampires
can't
too,
say.
I think.
I wouldn't call the topic very pleasant.
Were you like an
Perhaps we
assassin?
should
I noticed.
switch.
Were you a secret agent?
I'd rather listen to the two lovebirds.
Ah well, vampires.
Presuming you're talking about
would
us,
show up
non-lovers,
around here,
no.
They'd be killed.
Huh?
Pretty burned.
Thankfully.
Rude.
Um,
And they're teasing.
thank the deceased god above that we're not.
But I
That
can't
we weren't
say.
born vampires.
So
we
you're
not
not
be
denying
talking?
it, though?
Oh,
Too dangerous to talk.
I can't deny or agree to it, so.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
I get you.
born.
I get it.
They're
It's fine.
created. Like,
I
they're
believe you.
not
Mm-hmm.
people in the same sense we are.
Well, you haven't
Or just
given me like a statement to believe in, but I.
there's
Yes.
something different.
You know what I mean.
I do not want to
For
meet
sure.
somebody who created a vampire because they will probably want me dead.
Supposedly.
Abominations is what they are. But you know,
Have
we're drinking.
you ever
let's
met a
take,
vampire?
something else.
Yeah.
Have I ever met a vampire? I have.
Huh?
Good enough.
What
I've heard
happened?
their force is unrivaled as well. Absolutely no.
Nothing too
And they
crazy,
don't
as
hold
I
back,
was
they're just
more or less keeping my distance from
extremely
them.
terrifying opponent. That's what I've heard.
Hmm. So
That's
you
where
like
this
only
came
saw
from,
it,
you know?
or did you actually like
I'm
talk
sorry
to
for your
it?
loss.
I only saw it.
Just
I did
an
not
eye.
talk to it.
I lost a lot more that day.
Was it drinking from somebody?
Yes, it was.
Lost your income.
Did it kill it?
No, this isn't the time for that. Those types of jokes.
This one particularly, no, it did not kill it,
Oh.
Maybe I should stop drinking. I'm gonna put this.
which I find very interesting.
My last beer.
Have some of the
Why
mint
wouldn't
drink.
it kill it?
Stop being
Helps
a bit
you.
No.
It's been a while.
Quite
No, I'm
sobering.
okay.
Kill them.
I am not
It's okay.
a person.
That
who's
is
going
the
to
question
drink
that
juice.
I was trying to figure out,
It's
but
not like I will
unfortunately I was
No one's
to
too
your
old for a
level
bit of
anyway,
juice. It's
so-
lovely-
unable
it's
to
lovely
find out
beverage.
why. My only
I
hypothesis
will
was
pass.
he was
Thank
keeping
you
it
very
alive
much.
for
Dropping
some
2 drinks at the
reason.
very beginning is a new thing.
Your choice.
Maybe it got full?
Yeah.
Hmm,
Still a little shaky.
either that or it was a special type of. Perhaps who they were feeding on was special.
Contagious.
It really
It's
is.
strange. There was
Like their blood?
a time where
Yeah,
I
it is.
couldn't go anywhere without
Perhaps.
you know, someone recognizing me. But now it's
Difference
just
in the family Orion.
a few
I think
years and you just kind of
vampires
cease to
drink demon
exist
blood
Yeah.
too.
in the
They are.
public eye.
You prefer that?
I'm not sure.
Honestly, no. There was I know people always say, "Oh, fame's so
I
hard."
hope they
They're
don't,
What do you
honestly.
think my
No,
brother
they're a bunch of
will
It's pretty
liars.
scary.
It
I
was.
think you'll be fine.
Those were the days.
Probably
Yeah,
get
I
a
don't
lot more
imagine there's
jobs.
any in Lorath.
Oh yeah, jobs, fame. There was
I don't think so, but
a couple
knows?
scroll series based
I
off
feel like
our.
Order would
Something.
sniff him out.
You know, I digress.
Hey, we
It's gonna be a
surprised them
surprise.
with you.
Chance I've read one.
they
Hey,
do. It's
I've
not public
read it
knowledge, so.
when
Oh,
I was
well.
in Karma. There's a chance I've read it.
At least surprise you with something.
Perhaps I wasn't aware they had gotten
How
out that
would
far,
Fern
but you never know.
I'm not sure. I've read a lot of books. They all start to melt together after a while.
I was never much of a reading type.
I don't think an adventurer would be. Go
But
in, go
yeah,
and
it
done.
would be nice
Go in,
to
knife
find
blaze and
that recipe.
Yeah,
Thing that you want.
exactly.
I like your necklace.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that.
Thank you.
That, solution he wants to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just
It's the first time I've heard
fashion
of it,
choice, or
but
is there
it
like a
seems
story
really good
behind it?
idea.
It really seems.
Um,
I hope there will be any kind of.
there is a bit of a story behind it, yeah.
Oh.
In the library, probably. But
Originally,
I'm willing
it
to do
was not.
about.
Originally, I didn't have chains.
If
It
you
was a
were
rope.
Fisher, you must
But
enjoy
through one of my
games.
missions,
Not
it
that
was
I've really seen many, but
sections we can
what
check
would
ruined.
your favorite be?
And we can't dig up.
so.
Mm.
But the pendant
There was this one
specifically
play
was a
it was
gift.
the first one I watched. It was It was
For
just
who,
before I'd
if
been hired.
you don't mind me
I
asking.
just was extremely bored, and I felt, you know what, I
Back
gotta
in
go and watch
the
this play.
back in the dark, I had a
It's
friend,
better than sitting around doing nothing, so I watched it. It was a
and
very
this was their gift to me.
just
I don't know if they're still alive or if they made it out,
tomorrow.
but it's a
Some
reminder of
guy
that not everybody
sent to a
in the
world
dark was bad.
with this thing called technology and it's all really
Sorry to
cool.
hear about your
This
friend.
reminds
Load of
me.
baloney if
Did
you
you
ask me.
find anyone?
It's fine. Don't worry.
I see. I love that. I love that. It was a very
Of course so,
beautiful
but not
story,
everybody
very
in the
sad
dark
story.
could have been bad, because,
I see.
you came from
No, but it was a more a symbol of, I guess,
If I remember correctly, it was
I don't know.
a
the
true
traveler.
friendship. That makes
It was
sense.
Traveling Boy. The name was.
Which was
Traveling
interesting
Boy,
for me.
Very generic name.
It didn't. The story told itself. I don't think it's shown much anymore. It's been 20 years since I last knew it aired. Or last knew that it was played.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I
Forgive me
remember
for
that.
saying that.
I mean,
You look quite
played that
young
role
for
pretty well
however
during
old you are.
your
You
high
remember a
school.
play from
Thank
20
you.
years ago?
It meant a lot to me. It was a very, very good play. It's part of the reason why I took the theatre job. Beside the fact that it was the only job available and I kind of needed the money, but you know, I think it probably helped me keep the job.
Experimenting
They
with
saw I was
love.
passionate. They started me off doing simple ushering and confectionery, and it all just built up from there. And I got put onto stagehand.
Wait, that's a
I was
sign?
offered
Sometimes
acting as
life-
well, but I wasn't really
yeah?
great at it. I wasn't really good. So
You know,
I
pretending to
started
be
chemistry than anything.
pretending to
to
be
write
someone
art.
else. I mean, that's hard, right?
Yeah?
I'm not really the talkative type. I
Nothing.
barely remember. I don't really even remember. I don't even
Okay.
remember my own age, let alone a bunch of lines for someone I'm not. So, I'd love to be a playwright.
So are those
That would be my
speckles or
dream.
freckles?
The
Yeah, I
amount
forgot about
it's all
high
luck.
schools,
Luck to get that kind of
What
job.
was the first
like a whole
option?
other world, huh?
Well, you can always playwright as a hobby.
Sparkles.
Oh,
It is.
I do, but
well,
I just don't have a lot of time.
I
don't
guess
have a
you'll
lot of
have
time.
to
I'm always having to go out and look for work.
get a bit closer to find out.
Work for, and then do that work. It's a lot of time. I don't have a lot
Oh,
of time.
really?
And the free time I've had
I
recently,
mean,
I've
you're
spent
here, aren't you?
The free time I've had, I've spent here.
Well,
How does homework
Because
You
I'd
could always
rather,
pull up.
you know,
Because when you're at home, don't you want to
enjoy
sleep?
it.
they definitely suit you.
Get away
Aw.
from
I much prefer
Thank you.
going out and I prefer, being around viewers. I don't feel like a shut-in.
You're welcome.
They give you homework to
I suppose that's what we all want, right? To feel like we're a part of something.
further your studies.
Nobody wants to feel like nobody wants to be.
I
a
thought
said
shut-in.
before
that's
that,
what
Shy
they
if
ask
one is.
questions
You
for
don't have to be
you
a shut-in.
think
in the
I
class.
suppose that's
the
true.
succubi born
Yeah,
here
And
got
well,
I heard that
should
there's
be a
a
combo.
nice flair?
there is.
Do you
No,
meet
you
like
cannot go
do you
wrong
know a
with
lot
Chell
of
here.
Speaking
local
of
born
which,
Well,
can I get a pint? Can I get
Cubi demon?
a glass or
I've met a
Yeah,
couple.
certainly.
They all have their own unique
Their main reason
style.
to give you homework is to keep the
There you
assignments
go.
in your head fresh. In a sense.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think the
Oh yeah, the pink one
mortals
said something
specifically
about
help with that.
studying while sleeping.
That is true.
Studying while sleeping.
Learning their tastes or even adapting their own culture.
Like like memorizing stuff while you're asleep.
Yeah, like fashion and
That's
stuff.
correct.
I just noticed
Mm,
your
exactly.
speaker.
He seemed very stressed.
Oh.
Stressed.
Yeah, that's the story.
Was that from the same
Studying my sleep.
quest that took the eye?
No downtime whatsoever.
You
don't wanna
could say
resting?
that.
That's
When I was
It seems a little
returning.
overkill.
Actually,
Don't want to go into
whatever. I guess I can sell it. I was coming home, and I from that quest. You know, it's pretty
Don't mind me, I
battered
was
and
just yawning.
bleeding. I had just
Like what
lost
you
an
see?
eye, and
Of course you were.
I
tired.
staggered home for wanting to
that's
You
see
keep
my
looking at me
husband,
now.
but
Okay.
he was
yeah.
It's more that
occupied.
you keep looking at me, so I
somewhere
just
else,
returned
you could
the
say.
favor.
And just, I don't
Well,
know, in
It
a
was, something else
rage,
for
I
me.
took the finger with my ring on it, and I just
Keeps me concentrated.
the question still
I would
stands.
Must be
call that to be a very
expensive
extreme
beer
reaction,
instead of water.
but I can't
Well,
exactly imagine you were in the
Well,
right
I could ask you the exact
space
same
after
question.
the question.
But
I
ask
was
first.
not in the right space.
Yeah, but you were
I
staring
don't know.
first.
I can't say I've ever been in a situation
But-
like that, so it would be inappropriate of me to judge you.
I still asked the question first.
It
You could have
was
asked
a,
it
This is
it
before.
was a ring that
I could have, but I figured I'd just let you keep
binded,
looking.
because we, I bought
Didn't want to make you
each
embarrassed.
other, so, you know,
Well,
it was enchanted, so it could never be removed.
fine.
But, couldn't exactly wear it after
I
that.
don't get embarrassed
so
easily.
Yeah, it can be expensive.
to get rid of the
I make
digits.
You
to
sure?
moderate myself.
Yeah.
Don't mind me prying, where's the guy now?
I was,
I don't know.
So are you
around.
sure?
He,
Well,
I mean,
kept the
with the
house,
Archkins, you could just
'cause,
drink
you know,
it
that
all.
was where
They would pay
Usually.
for it.
kids were,
Anyway.
and, you know,
Yeah.
they
I mean,
needed
it's part of
I
the job.
see.
parent
They
who
must
wouldn't do
Cute.
stuff
Why you
like
would
that. And,
drink.
yeah, when I was over there, yeah.
you're still there.
So you do like what you're
Well,
looking at.
I mean, my daughters have moved out,
I got
but
you.
he's still living
You
there.
answered.
Mm-hmm.
Be quite a job if they're okay with you drinking during that.
Bad stuff always happens to the best
Not like
people,
bartending,
doesn't
but
it?
Well, that's
But
very
Can't
she's-
hide behind
she's
the
a
bottle.
blacksmith, and she's
I
Watch
mean, that
me.
was
partner with
like,
my brother date.
it's 20 years
Oh.
ago. Like, people, like, I've moved on.
so you do like swords and stuff.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, I can do swords and stuff if anybody ever asks for it, but we mainly focus on furniture.
You seem to be living
She's
pretty
on the
well.
other foot with this one, I guess.
You could,
If that
well,
happens,
you
do
could say
you need
that.
help?
You're getting beer on the
Okay.
house, so
Good.
it can't be that bad.
Luckily, it went.
You must get a lot of
That's
a lot of
one way to view
admirers.
Mm,
Lucky you.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, quite lucky.
But
wouldn't say a lot, but I have.
What?
uh,
Hmm.
I don't know if I'd trade anything
luckily I
to
finished it.
have
The
that
same as
life
the
back,
beer,
you
I am
know?
an inquired taste.
You.
That's behind us.
I think maybe a lot of people in here just have bad taste, though.
Here's to the future.
You.
Well, I
So,
appreciate
Uh,
that.
you must prepare to.
I don't think
act
you're an
like
acquired
uncle.
taste. I think you
Exactly.
Should
are
go and see a play.
very
Come back
sweet.
in strength. Yeah.
Might give you something else to.
Nice.
give you
That's a
something
new
to
one
do.
for me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
thank you.
Maybe.
I looked
Here
at
you
the,
go. I dropped it, but luckily it was empty.
Yeah.
At first,
Oh,
it will be
okay. A
quite
lot
Yeah,
of people
thank you.
dropping
since
beer
I don't
today.
really have much,
Do you want
It's
another?
quite slippery. I'm fine, thank you.
I just
Maybe
got
someone
here,
put
so-
like Vaseline along the handles. I don't
We got some
know.
catching up to do anyway, so.
Be one
They're
hell of
very
a
clean
prank.
handles.
That's true.
Well, I don't know anyone on staff that would do that. So.
No.
Maybe it's just very excited washing, left a bit of the soap on the handle, and it's a bit slippery.
Maybe.
Excited washing.
Some people enjoy it.
So,
They
Enjoy
deserve a raise.
soap?
The washing. Not me
Washing?
personally. I don't really have much to wash. I've heard some people find it relaxing, almost therapeutic.
I suppose anything has it's the repetition of it, right? Can help soothe your mind.
Lets you enter a flow state. gives your mind a bit of a break to think about whatever else you may want to think about. Exactly. Or you're getting shouted at by your boss to clean faster.
So this is probably just the beer
Double-edged
talking,
sword.
but
Yeah, well,
are you guys okay with me singing a song or something?
Manager here is nothing like that, so
Sure. You can
don't worry
sing if you
about
want.
that
I'm
circumstance.
curious. Hello.
Hi. Can I
I know I'm.
interest you?
Well, like I told them, it's probably the beer talking, but are you guys okay with me singing a song or something?
Uh,
I don't see why
do
not.
we have? I don't. Yeah, that should be fine.
I don't know. I probably
Usually
shouldn't stand
people
at
don't
the
ask
entrance,
before
though.
they start.
Well,
There's not really a good staging area, right? I guess you could sing from the balcony.
I was gonna say, just hang me off the chandelier.
Or just
No,
right there.
don't do that.
Maybe they just want to swing
Just get
from
on the
their
table.
chandelier.
Let's
No,
not.
we've already had one
No.
person
Bit of a
on the
risk.
table. We're
I'll
not
just go
having
in.
a second.
Yeah. Right.
Jump on the barrel.
No.
I think it's
No,
locked in
don't.
place.
But what if
Don't
they
jump
fill
there.
it
Huh?
up?
Drinking.
Those horns.
I'm not
I don't
jumping.
think
Jumping on top of something isn't the best thing.
No. Okay. Oh, this is a love song.
Oh.
Uh, I need to do something first, though. Hold on. Where is... All right. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Why can't... Sorry. Why can't it be perfect? This love's not even real. Why don't I cry for you? Love was dead from the start. I don't want you, I don't need you. I'll forget you, it doesn't matter. I'll play along, writing our song. We are perfect, I love you. No, this is all wrong. Why aren't you gone? I know you're not that strong. Don't listen to me. We'll always be so perfectly happy. Mm. The lies you succumb to blissfully unaware. I don't know how you can't see through my facade. I don't want you, I don't need you. I'll forget you, it doesn't matter. I'll play along, writing our song. We are perfect, I love you. No, this is all wrong. Why aren't you gone? I know you're not that strong. Don't listen to me. We'll always be so perfectly happy. And maybe one day I'll get to see your smile in the arms of someone who loves you like I do. No, this is all wrong. Why aren't you gone? I know you're not that strong. Don't listen to me. We'll always be so perfectly happy. Dun dun. There's normally a piano with it, but thank you.
You did good, kid.
Good job.
Very good, Guido.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I wanted to try. But thank you.
Of course.
So, Sapphire, never really meant to
Yes?
ask. Back in Staria, did you ever hit up some bars by yourself? Or is this your first time?
Is that the first musical number you've had on your shift?
Yes. At least.
I guess it is my
Bartending, at
first
least.
time, actually.
How about you?
Ah,
I
okay.
can't say I've
Well, how was it
had
so
the
far?
pleasure of listening to live music very often
Pretty
here.
calm.
Really?
I mean, that
Did
could
you
also.
Well, like I
just
said, it
named
probably
establishment.
it probably was
I
the
expected
alcohol
it to be
who
chaotic with,
spurred me, but
um,
my voice is
fire in
feeling a
the
little bit shaky right now.
No, it's fine. You
Water?
did great.
and maybe ghosts or stuff, you know?
So it sounded okay, or?
Just breaks everything.
Sounded fine.
Yeah.
Let it be. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, it's
Oh,
not
thank
always
you.
like that.
I mean, not
Of
everyone can
course.
just stand and sing in front of a crowd of strangers. That takes
Are you
guts.
saying
Exactly.
it sometimes?
That's why I closed my eyes.
Well,
No.
to be honest, back at Oskin, yeah.
I'm working on some other songs too, but I'm not as competent in them as that one.
Spirits, ghosts.
Did you write
Well,
it?
if
No.
Mugs going
I heard it and
nobody near the table.
yeah, I liked it.
Wow.
The name of the song's called Lie.
Sounds like some old drunk tale.
And is the song addressed to anyone in particular?
That someone was around?
No one that I know of. But
See,
the story goes from what I was told is there's three people, and well, not three. There's two right now because there's supposed to be another song that goes before it.
How much longer do you
But there's two people, and one loves one, but one says, oh, everything's cool, we make a perfect couple, but I'm kind of just playing around with it. It's a fake love or relationship. The story, the song before it, though, there's three people. There's a guy, and
I don't think so.
it's sung in the view of the person who loves the person who thinks that it's fake. And the person who thinks it's fake has their eyes on somebody else, and the person who loves that person is trying to get them to look at them. So it's a nice song, but that one requires more breath.
I see.
Sounds about as convoluted as most mortal romances are.
Yes.
I think there's charm in them somewhere.
Maybe I should have
If they're
rephrased my
being
question.
unreasonable,
What I
frankly.
meant is, or you singing that song
All
to
their
anyone
jealousy.
in particular? As in, is there a certain someone you have your eye on?
Careful. I'll still
Uh,
be able to do his craftsmanship.
mm,
No, I don't
no
mean
one in
to
particular,
break
actually.
any of his bones or anything.
I know. Just be careful.
I see.
Yes.
So you're with
Mhm.
love songs,
I
you
will be
normally
careful.
need someone
It's
to
just,
love, right?
If he's
Yes.
passed out on the couch, just jumping onto it, that's it.
I mean, I knew
Nothing
someone
else
long
added.
ago, but
Nothing added.
Gotcha.
it's
Gotcha.
it didn't
Just the
ever
weekend.
turn into
Does he
anything.
work on the weekend?
Oh,
We try
sorry to
not
hear
work
that.
on the weekends, really.
It's a shame.
No, it's
If we do,
work.
we do
Work
really
takes
light
priority
stuff, really.
sometimes.
Maybe like 3 hours.
They had their work, I had mine.
Just stuff that kind of puts
I
us
can
to bed,
understand
like
that.
small pieces,
Mhm.
nothing huge. During the week, it's huge stuff.
Yep.
Well, Akita, if you ever
Alright.
get up to those other songs, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Of course.
Do you think he will be surprised when
There's one I know. It's a
can do
marching song
quite some work
that some soldiers would hear or sing in step of their formations. I
Oh,
heard
I
it
see.
before in my travels.
things they cannot do because I
Hmm.
am quite not strong enough to
That's
force
fine.
into it. But
It could
Yeah,
resonate with
I
some
don't have a
people.
whole lot.
I think there's a
Hmm?
saying for this.
That it could resonate with
It's the
some
little
people.
stuff that makes the biggest impact.
Maybe. Yeah, I just got to get in the mood for it.
Attention to detail,
That's fine.
small crafts,
Mhm.
just play a big part.
Actually, I
But
do
as
well
Miss
on the
Ophelia here
details.
asked earlier, do you want to
So
drink
if you
some
do
water,
like
perhaps?
some carvings, I can do that as well.
Actually, yes, please. Thank you.
Jade
Alright,
might
I
maybe.
can
That
grab
sounds
these.
amazing.
Maybe. Just gonna ask him.
I think we have a water tap in the back.
Oh dear.
Gunny. There we go.
Thank you.
And same as tailoring.
So,
I already got that from my cover.
Themos.
I pretty much learned well.
Good. Glad to see you learn something from mom.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking,
really
when does your
Good.
I'm
shift
still
end?
not as good as her, but I learn pretty fast.
I see.
Of course,
I'd
you're the
say
top of your class.
it just depends, but
guess.
anywhere to 30 minutes to an hour.
You do great with anything you put your mind to.
That's a short shift.
It can be.
You get the prime time.
Really reminds me that they really wanted me at the army, but then
Okay, Miss Ophelia here works way more than I do.
everyone thought that I would accept. They even proposed me to
I
go to the
find
academy,
pleasure in
but
it, I think, so it's not that bad.
Let's see.
like everything paid, literally everything paid.
Besides the more hours, the
That's how
more
they buy
money,
you in,
right?
really. They'll pay for everything.
That is true.
Yeah.
And drinks.
And drinks.
At some point, maybe I shouldn't have
Although, Miss Ophelia, you know, if you ever do have trouble, you can always ask.
into it.
No, I know,
but
I know.
again,
I appreciate that, but I am fine.
at least
I didn't know.
Of course.
Exactly.
I mean, what? Who said that?
Huh? Awkward silence.
Only awkward if you make it awkward.
So, Davis,
Yes,
There's
FR.
nothing wrong with pauses.
how was your time in Staria?
My time in Staria.
Pause and thinking.
It was eventful. There's a lot of.
I've
different
told
people
you
there.
it's your job to
Lot of
make the
different races.
silence not awkward.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I think I'm doing a pretty good job at
The
that.
food especially was
So
really good. A lot of variety there.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
that-
don't need your advice from the
Right.
peanut gallery.
I mean,
I'll be
I don't have any
okay on my
peanuts.
own.
boost when you wouldn't welcome
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah, well, everybody's
It's true.
welcome in Story.
Sorry was very nice. One of my favorite places to be.
That's a surprise.
So you didn't. How long did you stay around there?
I stayed around Staria for 3-4 years before eventually making my trek further on traveling.
Okay.
How long have you been in school for then?
Then you didn't stay
Um,
long enough
just
to
a year.
see the bad side of Story.
Alright, how long is the course?
Oh no, I know that they're military.
Depends on how many
definitely.
classes I
They're
bombed the
strong.
first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Pretty
their
on
constant
point
fighting.
and-
Cassini.
Have you bombed
Not doing
any?
too hot?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to the
Yeah.
finals yet, so I don't know. But
My brother had to go into the military because there's no.
there's
solution
certainly
to
some
learning
that
how
are
to
gonna
manipulate
be.
his magic.
Oh,
Because
we had a
everything-
magic
Yeah.
problem.
Every budget
I'll need to
goes
find
into
something to
military,
pray
so
to for those classes.
There's nothing else than
Hmm.
that option.
I'm no academic, but I'm sure you'll be
I see.
fine.
Plus, if
I'm
you
none
go to
either.
the academy,
I'll
try
just have to
and
repeat
find
them.
some
I have
solution
time.
to that. I'm
My
afraid
parents said
you
they're
have to pay
ready to
quite
support me for
a
as
lot
long as it takes.
Since it's really expensive.
Uh,
I see.
It's good to have a support structure.
Didn't
Not
realize
sure
the
about
prices were
here
so
in
high.
Yeah.
Kilvia, but
You don't think about it until you're
I
there.
don't really understand how people can
Prices
get along
actually
with
are
just
pretty
two parents.
expensive. Especially if you
I
don't
Feels
know
like so
your
little.
problem and
You
it's
have
really-
more?
Especially when you
Yeah.
have to figure it out. Diagnose you in a sense.
How many?
It can get hefty.
Let's see. So he had an issue?
I think it's 8 right now.
I
yeah.
guess.
Oh. Oh,
So
That's very supportive.
at some point
Oh.
he had.
Are they all
his blood
adoptive,
magic,
or are your biological parents in there as well?
activating, and since
Well, my
he didn't
mom is
control
in
it,
there, if that's what you mean. Like
it
my
was hurting
brother.
I
things,
but-
I
alive
see.
things around him, like small animals and such.
I see.
And since it was
I gotta
quite
ask though,
concerning,
how does
he had to go to
or how it
military
works? Do they
to
take
find
shifts?
the reason why.
Please don't take offense to that.
Well,
I see.
I guess.
He's got it under control
Doesn't
now,
it
huh?
work that way in two-parent households too? Like
Yes,
one
it
person
is.
watches the kid, the other one gets to have a life
And pretty
briefly.
What kind of work does he do?
I
Depends
honestly
on how
don't
old
remember.
the kids are, how protective the
Yeah.
parents are, the availability of the parents.
Yeah.
It's a few extenuating factors.
Well, yeah, I suppose
he
like
has a
they took
shop,
shifts when I was little and needed guarding, but I'm not a kid
J&L's.
anymore.
That's where I work. We do carpentry
So
stuff
they don't need to
and
do that?
special furniture. Also do
Hmm.
like any blacksmithing that really comes up in orders. to
I'm
be
sure
honest, so
Mother's
besides
Days and
that, yeah.
Father's Days can be pretty
I see,
hectic in your household then.
I have a distaste for blood magic, so knowing that he doesn't necessarily
don't
use it
really
all that much, it helps me feel a little better.
observe those, so it's
Well,
alright.
he only uses it when people are hurt, and that's it.
Well, that makes sense. That would just
especially when he burns
be
himself
very
in the forge.
complicated.
I guess.
Let's see.
No malicious intent.
Hmm.
He's too good of a guy
Good.
for that.
That's literally the best. Best guy around. Probably the best in Kilvia now.
Do you have any siblings?
No, he speaks so highly.
Huh?
Any siblings?
That's my big brother.
Yeah.
Of course.
How many?
4.
And what do you think?
Mm.
I think Jade's a great guy.
Are you the oldest, the youngest, middle?
Like in the middle.
Did you meet him?
No, I've never met him. But from what you guys said, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he really is.
I have
I'm gonna get
2
back.
daughters of my own. They're probably
Might
a
be more to that
bit
date,
older
but I
than
get what
you.
I'm saying. I can feel that. Enjoy.
And you're raising them alone?
Oh,
What does he
no,
mean by that?
no,
I don't know what he's talking about.
that's a long story.
Hi.
But, no, I did not raise them.
Okay. Then they're not yours.
Anyway,
Are they?
well, I mean, yeah, I birthed
Okay, for
them.
once I'm
Well,
confused.
I was there for like their childhood.
Well, then you raised them, no?
Well, not like all of their childhood,
I guess it's
like
just
just
an
a
joke.
big, whatever.
Oh,
New
an
topic.
incubus. Okay.
Alright. How about you, Jade?
I guess they
Any kids?
are
Who?
unavoidable.
Deimos!
Jade.
Incubus jokes.
Oh yeah.
How about you, Deimos?
I guess you cannot.
Me? Kids? No. And perhaps later in life, maybe, but for right now, no.
Guess that makes sense.
I haven't had any kids either.
I see.
Childless club. You gotta... It's 3 against 1.
I don't see.
What?
What
I
are
mean,
we,
having kids
what
isn't a
are we
bad
fighting
thing.
for?
It's
We're drawing lines in the sand based on based on if you had kids or not. So far it's 3 against 1.
I didn't get
I
kids.
think this is it.
You could buy it. Wait, yeah, you could buy those.
What?
You mean
What?
adopt?
She said she didn't get kids.
That's not.
I don't think we can do that.
Anyway, how
I
about
don't
you,
think that's
Lucy?
how it works.
That
If
means
the
so well.
time
Children's a
comes,
worthwhile
probably.
endeavor.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
might
but
have
not
a few
right now.
kids.
I think
You are
you
outnumbered.
should go for it if you can. Oh, that
mean,
doesn't
I
mean anything.
wouldn't
You
mind
could
getting
draw
kids,
any
but
line in the
later on.
sand
Yeah.
anywhere.
Like, we could draw a line of people with 10 fingers.
Okay.
Let's not pick on Miss Ophelia now.
She's very bullyable, though.
Ophelia doesn't have
I
10
think she's
fingers.
sweet.
I think she's sweet, too. But, you know,
Oh,
she's a little bit bullyable.
Let's
I
see.
see.
How about you, Lilith?
What's the question?
Do you have any kids?
Oh no. No.
Kind of an outlier here.
he's experienced.
Do you
You
already
can
have
say
kids,
old.
Deimos?
That's.
I do not.
I mean,
Age is
Do
just a
you?
number.
Then,
That's not true.
it's a bit
I know
more than a
you're
number.
outnumbered. nobody got kids here.
Back pain?
Oh, you got kids. Okay. Well,
What?
What's going on?
I didn't.
no, that's
I don't know what's going
that's
on.
my bad. I thought it was
I don't know
Deimos that
anymore.
was getting.
Oh.
No.
Oh, she's. Oh, my ears are not what they used to be. No, I am the one
This
with
is your last
children.
drink.
Yeah.
So why did you stop raising them?
Just. I don't. Just things got bad between my husband and I, and he took the kids.
Okay.
Hmm.
End of story.
Did you like have ritual combat over them, or how does it work?
No, it was just better that he was, I
I'm
just
willing-
wasn't, it just wasn't good, okay?
Oh, so you didn't want to be a parent?
No,
What?
I
You couldn't?
I don't, look, he,
Hey,
just sometimes
Yeah.
things don't work out
Doing
with
alright?
people, and
I'm
I
alright. I'm alright.
I don't
Just
know,
thought about something very
it just
fast.
wasn't, it wouldn't have been good if I was the only one there for them, so.
Yeah, that's why you get more
I
parents.
thought about saying something like.
I was just
Well,
saying to
I
them,
think you're-
the way mortals do it with just two parents, it's so weird. Don't you think so?
They have their own way of doing things.
Yeah, but like, okay, but come on. That's like so little.
You're so used to it, that's why it looks that way.
Okay, but like, I think that there is a correct answer here.
Did you ask him to get kids from time to time?
What?
Oh, it's just we don't.
Oh,
We can talk
custody.
about anything else. Let's shift the topic to.
What's your
Change
favourite kind of
Okay.
alcohol?
Alcohol? Yes. Yes, that's a good
How's
idea.
your relationship with alcohol?
Oh, but that wasn't my idea, but...
I think the
What was that
relationship's
question?
already at mouth to mouth.
Oh, it's.
Cammy, who was that question directed to exactly?
You know what they say,
What question?
the hit geese honks.
Huh?
What?
Hunks?
I'm sorry?
Like, I guess it's a imported saying.
Hunks.
It's something that one of my parents, ex-parents, used to say. Cause it was like you made like a comment, and the person would go like, "Hey," like you didn't aim it at anybody specifically, but it hit them, so they'd like be the one to make the noise. You know?
Take offense?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Why ex-parents?
Cause they left. Ex-parent.
Okay, sorry. Sorry to.
Happens. See, when you have multiple parents, one of them not working out and leaving the group is not this earth-shattering thing, which is why I think that having just two... Because, like, when you only have two and it doesn't work out between them, you're losing half of, like, the parent, like, power. And then you only have one parent, which is insane.
Right, but then you're not as attached to
Imagine
them
having
if you
parents.
have 8.
Who says?
Like, you can't be.
Well, okay. And?
And What do you mean and? You should be attached to your
I'm
parents.
plenty attached to my parents.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just. I think there's maybe you're right. Maybe more than 2 parents is good. I think 8 parents is too many. Like that's too many cooks in the
Wow.
kitchen.
I feel like having 8 parents is pretty normalized for you, and anybody else looking in the window doesn't see it the same way.
I mean, I guess it's on the larger side, but it's not. It's not that large.
How do you have 8 parents? How does it work?
I'm gonna say, who's the head of the household?
It's a democracy.
It's democracy? Oh,
Who's-
fuck. I feel bad.
They're an election
What do you
yearly or
mean?
something?
It's 8 people. They can agree on something without one person being a boss.
Yeah, but how is it like an incubus thing? I do not know.
I guess.
It's a Cubine thing, yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you it's definitely not a demon thing.
That's because we're the best demons.
It is supremacism this late at night?
No. Okay, we're not the best we have the best ideas about how to structure a family.
Domination.
I'm not one to talk.
Yeah, everybody here is childless. Except you. And even you're childless right now.
Okay, well, I'm also the oldest one here, so
No, you're
that's
not.
just how it works out.
Conversations. This
No?
didn't really last long,
Are
did
you?
it?
I will be
Oh,
honest, I
right.
tried to bring up alcohol, but then the question, what's your relationship with
Okay, yeah,
alcohol
listen
was
to-
raised, and we went
yeah.
right back to family.
It's really in my heart.
So unless somebody
Pardon?
got an alcohol bottle pregnant.
It's in my heart. You're the
I wouldn't
top
say
dog here. Sorry.
That's
I see.
okay. Alright.
I'll keep that in mind.
You're so nice.
You have a lot more experience than I can be to certain people.
Mhm. Could I get on that list?
Are you trying to be on the list?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Get a room.
Hey! We're just talking.
Right.
Zaf.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I stop.
Okay. It's better to watch anyway than to say something.
That is true.
Oh, you're a voyeur, I see.
A lawyer?
Voyeur.
Voyeur.
Anyway.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Yes.
You don't mind me asking, how old are you?
21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little surprising since you've been on, you have a little stories and travels, but I think it helps add to your character.
It's soon to be
The travels? Or...
With
my
you being so
birthday.
young.
My birthday.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
that's
I've only
right.
really traveled, I think, 2 years.
This month.
Yeah,
Oh,
2.
okay.
I guess if you put everything all
To
together,
celebrate
maybe
with you.
3. But
Yeah.
Let me
Must
see.
be
Yeah,
really
it's-
lonely for mom and dad, though.
the last 2 were the most recent of my years.
They will
boy.
probably
I see.
send me a letter.
hmm
I will send it at least.
Well, it definitely adds to your character.
Maybe they can come
Uh,
visit
Thank you.
sometimes. I know it's a long boat ride,
Of
but
course.
It is a really long boat ride. Yeah.
or we could always go down and visit.
Most of it was in forests, but
It's up to you.
yeah.
You like nature?
Well, at least for now, I
I
travel back.
I do like exploring.
I'm saying further.
Just like I was
And
telling
me,
Miss
like,
Belmont,
In the future.
yeah, like
Still,
finding like meadows or
Good.
canyons or like just the perfect scene, and then just
You done
like
with the food?
sitting back and enjoying it.
Yep.
I see.
Again? Two more?
Hello. No, actually, I'll close Sapphire's tab.
Alright. Just, that will be... Okay, I
Oh.
wasn't actually keeping count, but I'm sure you are.
I had 4. She had, I'll say 3.
Alright.
Yeah, free. And 1 juice.
No, they were
And
not
juice.
free.
And that 2 juice. I know there was a refill.
No, the refill was beer actually.
I asked you to put beer in that juice bottle, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
I put juice in that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
You
I'll
probably
take that.
couldn't tell anyways.
Alright, well, are you heading out then?
I'm just
And
gonna close the
then
tab.
it's 2 beers then.
Oh, alright.
It's 2 beers and 2 juice.
2 beers, 2
I
juice.
don't think I ever got your name. You just kind of sat down over there.
Oh, it's Lucy.
Well, nice to meet you, Lucy. I'm Ophelia. And,
Ophelia, nice to meet you.
yeah, I hope your time at the Morning Glory has been a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm happy to hear it.
You're a good bartender, Ophelia.
Thank you.
Sorry about the mess earlier.
Kudos.
No, you're fine. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't you worry about that.
Is there a reason you're standing over there?
That should cover it, plus the tip.
No,
Thank you.
just
Yeah,
figured it's
your
recommended.
patronage is
welcome.
appreciated.
I
Appreciate
see.
you serving us.
Is this your first time with us?
Yeah, actually. Me and Saf together, really. Jade's been here before.
Oh, yes, yes.
He talked about it, so I decided to stop by.
Oh, well, that's good that we're earning a positive reputation.
So far, yeah. No complaints on our side.
That's good. That's good. Wouldn't want that, of course.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see.
Alright.
So, do you want to stay here still, or do you want to head out?
Sure. Let's go out.
You want to stop by the library first?
I suppose it is getting rather
Yep.
late, isn't it?
Like that.
Okay.
Getting close to closing time, yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably change and get back.
You're
I don't think
going
me
back to
arriving at.
work?
Alright.
No,
let's go.
but I mean, I don't
Alright.
think me coming to the estate
Bye.
like this is probably a good
Bye,
idea.
everyone.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye, Sapphire.
Bye. Yeah, my backpack's in the back anyways, so I mean, all I need to do is just pull it back out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, do you want one last drink before you head out? Maybe some more water? Or...
No, that's fine.
Alright.
The water was good.
I'll just
I finished that. Thank you.
that. Yeah, of course. There.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. Their lids were on. It's not a big deal.
Peter, did you have a
Just might
tab,
be a
or
bit
you've been
fizzy
paying
for the next
for every
place.
other?
I've been paying. I don't have a tab.
Okay, just making sure.
No problem. I think I'll go and change. I'll be back.
Alright.
I believe I would also take my leave then.
Oh,
It's a pleasure
heading
being
out.
here. I will return.
Well, that's good to
Have
hear.
safe travels.
Good seeing you,
Yep,
Lilith.
same
Take
to
care.
you.
Visit again.
Aw.
So is the bar actually closing, or did everybody just
I-
randomly
I
decide
guess
to leave?
everyone left.
I guess everyone did leave. I'd say, what, in like 10 more minutes? Till we close, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. We do have a straggler back there. Oh, there she is.
Look at all the floating cameras.
Oh,
Welcome back, Ida.
Nothing.
do you see that?
Thank you.
I
Hmm?
See
think
what?
the establishment's haunted.
Is it time for the haunting?
It might be.
You got... Oh shit!
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll
Okay.
close a bit earlier.
Hey.
I guess my shift's earlier.
Oh.
I guess I have more of a mess to clean up. Thank you, ghosts.
I'll help you.
It's appreciated.
Well, you were
Hey,
not
Ghost,
lying.
if you could just put everything
the
away
bar
now, that would be very appreciated.
haunted.
Thank you.
Yes, we are
Here we
closing.
go. Oh.
Did you have a tab?
No, you don't have to help. Though it's very appreciated.
No,
I can't help it.
but I could if you want me to.
I get it.
And better questions, did you pay for your drinks?
Yes, I paid.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't intended that last time, but from what I'm told, she came by and she paid.
You might want to watch out.
Yes,
There's
no.
there was a bottle
There is
hanging
a
here above
bottle
your head.
floating.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
just
look.
try to not get it
But I
impaled on your
suppose-
horn, I suppose.
Oh, that would
Yes.
be bad.
I guess we'll be closing now. So, Ida, a pleasure seeing you.
Of course.
Once again.
So watch out,
The
your beer wants you.
Alcohol
Wants
is
you.
trying to tempt me. Get away. Shoot.
I think
No.
the ghost is
Yeah.
drinking the alcohol.
Yes, we should.
Oh, you got previous. You got people who passed away who used to be customers. They still come here. You better
It's
make sure
not
that they're
that
paying.
ghost.
Yeah, maybe it was like built on a burial ground or something. I don't know.
Oh, that would suck.
Perhaps. More than that, we will be closing, so please
Yeah.
come again.
Okay.
And a pleasure
Thank
seeing you all.
Well, it'll be some time for me. I do have to make a trip to the capital, so when I get back,
Yeah.
of
I
course,
see.
I'll make sure to stop
Safe
by.
travels.
Thank
Of
you.
course. I hope
Mhm.
to see you again, Kita.
Of course.
I don't
Alright,
need
well,
any juice,
off I
ghost,
go.
but thank you.
Bye.
Farewell.
Oh,
Bye.
Alright, bye. Yeah?
Ghost, you forgot something.
Thank you, Kita.
There we go.
You want to wait like 5
What
minutes,
is
I'll
this?
It's
But you
coffee
asked when I
beans,
shift ended.
I think.
Oh,
Suppose you'll
coffee
just have
beans.
to see if I stay and wait for you
Alright, I'm off.
outside.
Bye.
Perhaps. Bye, Kita. Perhaps. But I have a very good inkling. So, please, you make your way to the door.
Okay. Still RP.
Okay. Hey.
Holy shit. Yeah?
Everything okay?
Oh, it's more than okay.
You're still waiting for him to come after the shift, huh?
Well, he told me to.
Oh?
I'm not like some sort of puppy who's gonna wait on somebody who didn't ask them to, you know? Like, oop.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes,
I
actually.
discovered a feature.
Shut up, Ghost. Well, I'll leave you to it.
I'm flying, dude.
So,
I see you there.
she asked me to
You're
wait
not a
just to stare at
puppy.
me.
I'm not gonna wait.
Sense you.
You're the one that wanted to know my shift ended.
Well, yeah, it's just information gathering, though.
Mm-hmm. Not for any other reason, perhaps.
I assume so. They're just having a scene, so I was like, I'm gonna hide over here. Because or else I'm in there role-playing cleaning up, and I don't want to do that.
Well, we could
Got me
just
here.
go and be like,
Silence in the background!
There's a back door to the bar. There's a back door to the bar. Let's go in the bar for now.
Well, that's the back door.
yeah, that's the back door to the bar.
Perhaps could know something we could do then.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. That is if you're up for it.
Well, I think you know the answer to that.
Really.
Come on, take me to your place already.
Good. What I was waiting for.
Oh, I see.
Come on now. Listen,
Still not a puppy.
I don't ask. Uh-huh, sure.
It's true.
You're the one with the leash.
Well, I don't have answers for that.
Hmm.
I don't have answers for that.
I see.
Well, we're getting
And we'll end it
paparazzi.
there.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.